ladies and gentlemen, greetings and happy Saturday. It is the afternoon on the East Coast. It is the morning time here on the West Coast. So if you know you're seeing these wonderful faces, it is time for the Kayfabe Podcast, man. And of course, I got the greatest team right now with me, the greatest trios on the internet right now. The People's Nightmare, Deonne, Mr. All-Star Fandom, and of course, the sweetest Oos, my tag team partner, the Queen Bee of WWT. Miss Wrestling with Honey is also here in the building with us. And shout out to everybody that is going to be jumping in the chat. Please make sure to throw your comments in because we got a lot to talk about today. We got predictions because it is a packed day of wrestling. AEW Grand Slam, NXT Vengeance Day are going head to head, okay? Max, Peacock, multiple screens. We got so much that we got to try to watch today, but we also, like I said, got a lot to talk about. And I want to start, of course, with the biggest news of the week. The main events are set for WrestleMania. Let's talk about first the men's Royal Rumble winner, the main event. Jey Uso has selected Gunther. Oh, excuse. Hold on. You
gotta play it. You gotta play it.
Only one says it.
That's
says
not how we say it.
Gunther, the ring general, Gunther.
Gunther.
Gunther
And piss me off with Gunther. Gunther
will be going head to head for the World Heavyweight title. Now, here's my first question, and I'm gonna throw it to you, honey, being the Gunther representative. This is supposed to be the main event of WrestleMania. Now, with Cody Rhodes, John Cena, CM Punk, all of these folks looming to be now going after Cody's title, does this be the final match at night 2 of WrestleMania?
This match?
Gunther and Jay?
Mm-hmm.
Night 2?
They get night 1.
I was gonna say
they get night 1.
I was gonna say night 1. Yeah, I might have to say night 1. I don't know. I mean, you know what? It's a possibility. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's never. It could never be, because it can if they wanted it to build their story that way. And so far, it's looking that way. Mm-hmm. Being that Gunther is the one that got away for Jay a lot of times. So, but hey,
it is a question.
If you're going for a full crowning, you might have to give that night 2. You might have to, but it wouldn't hurt him either. It wouldn't hurt them either if it was night 1, because it's the same effect. It just depends on what's going on there on Cody's end.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be predicated on Cody's title.
Freaking
more.
Cody ruining the time.
Would be a dope
once again.
A dope lasting image of the of WrestleMania to have like Jey Uso holding that title will be what Kofi Kingston like Kofi Mania like Daniel Bryan sort of triumphant ending. I think that's pretty dope if he could get that night, but we don't know what's happening with Cody's title, man. Like all those names you just named could all be in that main event slide. And
there's so much.
We'll love to see probably the women close one night, possibly too.
So then let me ponder this to you. I'm gonna go to another slide, and we're gonna talk about the Elimination Chamber. So we know there's one slot left, and if y'all can let me know, because I may not have known. I know the last slot for the women is either gonna be Raquel or Roxanne, more Roxanne. But have they said who's the last men's qualifier match is?
That I'm not sure.
Okay, so then for now, we will go off of the picture we see. With these men within the Elimination Chamber, and that's Damian Priest, Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, John Cena, CM Punk. I have to ask, does any of them win?
Sorry to cut you off. Sorry.
That's right. Thank you, Bozy. Yes, no, because that's what I want to know. And then the potential of Seth Rollins or Finn Balor, which is very tricky because of what Finn Balor is doing right now. It's a lot of stuff for him to go into that chamber outside of just Seth Rollins. But do any of them give more of a captivating closing moment of night 2 bigger than Jay winning the title?
John Cena winning. That's the only trump card for me. Like CM Punk finally main event of WrestleMania, sure. Seth Rollins has had multiple WrestleMania moments. McIntyre had his last year, even though it was short-lived. But there's no Cena wins that thing at night 2. We're going to be showing that every year, and we get a Cena title run for the rest of the year probably. So that could be that's the only person I think on that picture right there that would deserve that night 2 fireworks display from Las Vegas. So,
honey, thoughts?
Man, Seth and Finn is the next and final qualifier because there's one slot left. It's so tricky with those two because with Seth, you have the whole thing with him and Roman lingering around. Or you can go in the direction of Finn Balor, where you continue something going on with Dirty Dom, and he betrays Finn, and Finn doesn't make it to Elimination Chamber. So it's like both of these guys have big stories that they could work around with not making it to Chamber, or with if they do make it to Chamber. Damn. That's
what I'm saying. So that's the question. What do you want to see more in WrestleMania? Yeetamania or 17th reign?
Oh, come on. 17th, man.
Does he need it?
Not that he doesn't need it. I'd be okay if it was night 1. But I think you solidified more if he went night 1. I think Yeetamania would be so much bigger for night 2 with everything that they've done.
I get what you're saying, Will. I understand.
I know. That's why
but I personally kind of want Yeetomania more than I want the 17th title run at WrestleMania. We don't necessarily need him to win it at WrestleMania.
This is the only reason I'm more invested in the Cena ending it, is because he sat at that press conference and said, "Yeah, I'm going to go for it." If we were just still speculating that he could possibly be we always speculate, right? But if he never came out and said, "This is what I'm going to do," he pulled rank. I'm in the Elimination Chamber. I deserve it. He's making a run for it. That's a great story. He and Jay got great stories as Jay's trying to hunt down his first, and Cena's trying to hunt down the record-breaking 17th.
Last.
Like that's, man. Night 1, one night 2. I don't know, man. Like both of those ending the nights for me would be great. But Cena's 17, man, that's wild.
As much as I want it to happen, and now I have to go into my realistic Randy hat. What's gonna sell more tickets is gonna be John and Cody, the two biggest baby faces probably of all time for WWE.
I agree.
With the WWE title, that is gonna sell more tickets. Jay is gonna sell more to us. John Cena is gonna sell to the world. And that's why most likely they are going to get night 2. And like you said, Jay and Gunther will close out night 1.
Yeah.
I mean, and I know we talk about like,
because you need night 2 to be good. And then that's when you have the final boss come in and ruin the timeline,
I would love that. I would love that. Because I would love
the
one
two
more
biggest baby faces, and then the Rock.
Yo, give me Rock versus Cena at Survivor Series, and The Rock retires.
They both retire.
Retires where it all started.
Yep. I would not mind that.
Here's a quick question, and I don't want to get us off topic too much. This year's build compared to last year's build. Just take February of last year, how we felt going into Mania, in the February present day now. Last year was so good.
Last year was on fire.
Last year was like out of this world. Like
fire.
It was something like we didn't expect, we didn't know. This year, I'm hoping they kick it into gear after we get through Elimination Chamber, because The Rock coming back as a final boss, like
the slap,
him coming back at Bad Blood, nothing. And now I guess scheduling and stuff possibly is involved. But man, can they capture that same sort of magic this year leading up to Mania?
I think they capture it even more, because you got to think about it. We only had the final boss come back. You got all stars in this now. Like, you got Cena, you got CM Punk.
You're right.
The women are as big as they've ever been. So I think that we are on the cusp of something great. Like, think about it. Trish Stratus is back.
Oh, like, yeah, good grief.
Yeah, like, we know that's gonna be a match. That's gonna happen. The Hall of Fame is even looking even better right now with Michelle McCool and Triple H going into it, which I already know. Yeah, starting it. Like, I think it's now, because like last year was great because it depended on the current superstars that were there. They didn't roll out the full red carpet. So the ones that were signed to WWE at the time, outside of the whole, like Avengers Endgame match, it was everybody who had been there. Everybody didn't depend on no celebrity. We didn't depend on nobody else coming back.
You're right. There was no celebrity matches, were there?
No, there was nothing like that. Now we have heavy hitters back for this WrestleMania and in Vegas. And we still, there's still the fact that Austin may be there.
Well, if you consider Jason Kelsey and them from the Eagles celebrities, those are the only celebrity appearances.
Yeah, but it wasn't like the whole, like, a match road on it. And
no, not like Snoop Dogg and Miz.
Yeah. But looking at this picture here, like, Damian Priest won it last year. Look at the hell of a year he's had. He's an established guy now.
Technically, Drew won it for a little while too.
but Drew had.
But look at the year he still had.
Look at the year he had. He had the hottest feud of the year, pretty much, with a guy who couldn't wrestle until October. Like, that was the wildest thing.
He had it for a little bit.
My man went like this, and then it was over. That was about as quick as it was.
My man's
You can't forget about that, with the whole thing with CM Punk and everything like that. First, it was the obsession with Seth, then it led into the whole CM Punk feud last year, and now, like, Drew's just getting better with time.
So, like, to what Will said, now you look at that roster now, like a year later, so many storylines have progressed, so many people have gotten better, so many people have gotten more established as we've gone through it too. Like, they might not need your final boss this year. It's a shame, because they robbed me of my main event with Cody versus Rock, but that's neither here nor there.
That was your main event?
Yeah, that's been since he beat him up in the parking lot. I wanted that since then.
Oh, that was your main event?
Yes.
He just greedy. You're greedy, sir.
What do you mean?
You got your event. You got your main.
Have everything.
Now you want another one? You want two?
You mean
you got a tomahawk steak with all the fixing, shrimp, mashed potatoes,
straight up surf and turf, surf and turf, man.
Yeah, and you want another plate? Man, come on.
After robbing us of our surf and turf, so he got a double plate.
I'm sorry, he got the last plate.
Like, Mark, I got a lot of room left. I got
a lot left in the tank.
I got a lot of room left in the tank.
Well, I'm starving.
All off the tank. Like, okay,
I'm starving, damn it.
We over here
between that and No Wyatt 6, I'm going through something over here, man.
I know this though. If I don't get some Wyatt 6 in Vegas, we gonna have a problem.
A big problem.
We're going to have a problem if I don't get them.
I'm on the Wyatt 6. I'm tired of them being, or at least Uncle Howdy. This is a personal issue. Being downloadable content for video games. Just put them in the game now, man.
Yeah, that's
Uncle
true.
Howdy
That too.
As a character.
That too.
No more DLC for Uncle Howdy.
Right.
The funniest shit when I looked at it was for 24 when they was like, they released a new pack of characters, and they was like, you can now also get Uncle Howdy, and Uncle Howdy was already in the game.
It was like another version of him.
I was like, and it wasn't though. That's the thing. It was the music changed. The outfit didn't change. Nothing. It was still the same outfit look.
That stupid wig and that top hat.
Yeah,
I was already.
I'm thinking,
like, make him look like the way he first appeared. That's the Uncle Howdy that exists.
I thought we was getting the one that shot Chad Gable. I thought that's the one.
That one busted him up.
It was still that luxurious perm.
Yeah, come on, 2K. I'm tired of paying for the wide six, man.
Yeah, man.
Listen, me and Will were invested all year, every week, all them damn QR codes. Now they're just doing little pop-ups and stuff. My anxiety kicks up every time I see it. I'm just like, where are they? When are they coming? But nothing yet. But it's okay. It's okay.
Boza, we're gonna slightly entertain this because you keep bringing it up. Let me tell you why WWE is not going to pull the trigger on this here, because of one reason and one reason only. Missed the 17 time in there. That's why. Now, what's gonna happen is Elimination Chamber is gonna set up Logan's WrestleMania match, which most likely might either be CM Punk or Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre versus Logan Paul would be ridiculous.
Oh, Logan's not ready for that work.
But
Drew's gonna give him that business.
But that's the thing. Logan is great with working with folks like that, because that's not like the King Mike Hall part. McIntyre is just KO with muscles, which is but if you think about it, look at Logan and KO's match. Like, Logan knows what to work with those folks that still kind of have that undertone of, you're a media star coming into our business. So yeah, I'm gonna give you your chops. You're gonna get your stuff. You're gonna get your dues paid going through me, and I can see them wanting to do that with McIntyre.
Mm-hmm.
Now, King Michael, I know you say don't nobody want to see Logan at Mania.
I concur. I agree.
I'm gonna have to disagree.
I enjoy his matches, man. Like,
I do. His matches suck.
Listen. I will say this.
If his matches were bad, we'd have a problem.
I will say this. He has phenomenal matches. He does. He has phenomenal matches.
Mm-hmm.
And he was definitely, Councilman said it, he was definitely been listening to us about that finisher or flop shit, because whatever he did that a couple of weeks ago,
Monday Night Raw,
do that.
Like
this past week, do that. Continue to do that, and that match was excellent.
But look who they put him in the ring with: Rey Mysterio, Miz, Roman, Cody. Like, he hasn't had like a match. LA Knight.
Cody Rhodes.
He's been top tier since he came in, learning on the learning tree of like all these other people. You watch that Roman match, you think Roman was gonna lose that match. Roman sold everything so well, but he's in there with great talent, that can protect him.
You know damn well Roman wasn't gonna lose that.
But look at go back and look at that match though. Roman was like at death's doorstep. Like, he was right there.
He was.
Whoa.
But he was, but you knew it wasn't going to happen.
One foot in the grave, one on a banana peel. How about that?
Was he in the graveyard? Sure. But had the plot been dug up? Absolutely not. Our tribal chief, never.
Absolutely not.
He made you believe it, though.
He made me believe that Logan Paul should actually be there.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Because let's think about it.
It was to see if he belonged. That was his audition.
Roman Reigns didn't even kick in the Super Saiyan 2 on that match. He's like, yo, I barely turned gold on you. I went KO 10 at best. Like, I didn't even go Super Saiyan 1 on you. Like, I gave you to work. But always remember, don't make me kick it in. Don't make God Mode get cut on. That was definitely not at that Crown Jewel match. God Mode was not activated.
Nope.
That was Big Dog at best. That. Okay. But so now my question is, Jay and Gunther, who walks out World Heavyweight Champion?
Oh, come on. It's Eudomania, man. Like, it's his time at this point for me.
It's got to be, right?
The story lines up too well. Like he's
And it wouldn't hurt Gunther because Gunther has won over on him like 4 times already. He's beaten Jey Uso every single time they've gone one-on-one. Whether it was for the Intercontinental title or part of a tournament or for this time. Like, I don't think it would hurt Gunther.
No, I don't think it won't hurt him. Gunther's established, and again, last year, wish he wouldn't have lost his Intercontinental title, but that's neither here nor there. That didn't hurt him as much. This title run has been really good. He has a rival now with Jey that's established, so they could run with a little bit after WrestleMania too.
It's a valid story.
Yeah, so I think both of them. It just stings. Like, has Gunther won a Mania yet? Was that his first one last year? Like,
no, he won. No, he won that triple threat match with him, McIntyre, and Sheamus.
Yes, okay.
I was trying to think. I was like, I don't think he's had too many Mania matches.
Too many Mania events. Matches.
I think he's only had 2. Now that I think about it, I think he's only had 2.
Why does it seem like he's been here for a while, man?
No, because he had that Intercontinental title for mad long. So I'm more than positive that.
No. Yeah, they said this will be his third
one. Okay.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. He just didn't been there for a hot little minute. Yeah, you're right. All right. He's been there and done that for a good little while.
Yeah. But Jey will walk out with it, man. I think you don't miss this moment for this at this time. He's at his hottest he's ever been. You don't want to stop that or kill that momentum. Mm-hmm. Let's give it to Jey, man.
You know what?
He's earned it.
And I was thinking about this while watching Jey Uso's entrances the last couple of weeks. I had a thought. Jey Uso is on his way to being that tribal chief god mode champion, like in the future, like near future. Like I feel like he's no, because let's not forget, it's all part of the story. The whole bloodline story begins and ends with Jey. Even Roman said he would be the next tribal chief. Jacob Fatu, I couldn't help but realize when he said this to him, he's like, if you think that you holding that title is gonna bring that back to this family, you got or something like that. Like he was just saying, like you're gonna have pretty much no chance in getting that title. That's not gonna happen. Mm-hmm. They keep hinting at things like that, and it's making me think that it will happen at one point where Jey could. There could be also a case where Jey does not win against Gunther. There could also be a case where Jey then goes at Cody for a different kind of title shot later on.
Which is why I was like, that's the one he should have picked. But that's just me. That is just me. I think in popularity, Jey would get it. Just because now we got to see a different side of Gunther, but it also makes me think, and we'll have this on another episode just to kind of like create the timeline of it. But it makes me wonder of what the next set of matches would be for Jey moving into as the world heavyweight champion. Because to Honey's point, had he won the WWE championship, now you got this third chapter of the bloodline story, and this is now Jey going through all of the bloodline. This is Jey going through Solo, going through Jacob, defending this title, showing like, nah, man, like I'm the tribal chief. Like imagine one of the elders from the Anoa'i family giving him the Ula Fala, and then right after that, Roman comes out. Now we got Roman versus Jey.
And eventually it could lead to Rock versus Jey, because
here's the thing. I don't think we're ever gonna get that. That's the thing. I don't think we're ever gonna get that.
So weeks ago we talked about this bloodline story pretty much being done. Have we pivoted and looked to see like, okay, Roman's part is done with this, at least for now. Now does Jey have to carry the weight of this storyline? Him and Jimmy?
It's now told from a different POV. So
Okay.
we got the bloodline story through Roman's eyes. Like now, this new bloodline story is through Jay's eyes.
Mhm.
And Big Jim. Don't forget Big Jim.
And there's Jim, but and now we're also
Like Big Jim.
looking at things from a new lens. Now we're looking at it from now the Timu bloodline perspective,
Big
in the
Big,
perspective of Jacob.
Big Jim is Falcon from Captain America at best. Okay,
We're not gonna
Funny-
say okay, Jim.
funny. No. Falcon was great. What you like? Falcon was great, but well, are we gonna be like, all right? It's time for Jimmy to be the main star of the story.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm hearing some underlying tones about a movie that just came out.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to talk my shit about Captain America. Ooh, I can't wait to talk my shit.
Oh boy.
I cannot wait. But we're not gonna go on that side quest right now because we definitely got to keep it moving. So we've talked about the first Royal Rumble winner. Let's talk about the next one. Charlotte Hogan showed up on SmackDown after my client went through a gruesome match with Nia Jax. First of all, shout out to Nia Jax because whatever you want to say about her, whether it be positive or negative, one thing you definitely got to do is give Nia Jax her respect because she has made a complete 360 as a WWE superstar. And it's just always refreshing to see her on screen. And I just even like the fact of seeing that she's happy. You can tell she's having fun. She's having fun. She knows what she's supposed to be doing, and you can tell it is definitely not weighing on her anymore. And I am enjoying it. But my client survives with the help of Trish Stratus as well, too. Shout out to 25 years of Stratisfaction. And after the match ends, Charlotte Hogan comes out, lets everybody knows that she has chose to get on Tiffy time, as she will be challenging Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's Championship at WrestleMania.
Yep.
Now, I just want to ask the biggest question. Is my client getting buried in Vegas? Or are we seeing a new side of Charlotte after being gone for a year? And does she put over the new talent?
Honey, I'll let you take it.
I want you and really just think of her history. Think of all of this. Because everything, if we're being honest, everything is in Charlotte's hands.
Yeah. This is unfortunate because, like, I wanted to feel good that Charlotte was coming back. You know what I mean? Not that I don't, but I'm just afraid of, due to, many times past that we've seen situations like this arise and Charlotte just comes in and takes the spotlight in one fell swoop. We've expressed our frustration that night when we saw her win. She had the pyro entrance, the long walk down the aisle and everything. So it kind of seemed obvious that she was going to go on this task, on this route. But I don't think I think Tiffy time can survive Charlotte Flair, though. I think Tiffy time is, in these upcoming weeks leading into WrestleMania, we're going to see a different side of her, to the point where there's never really been someone like Charlotte Flair to bring that beast out of Tiffy. And somebody like Charlotte Flair, whose gimmick has been somewhat of a bullying type, because, she has her nose to the air and, thinks her shit don't stink when it comes to, being in the spotlight and being in the main event. Which of course her work speaks volumes and she has the accolades to back it up. We know who Charlotte Flair is, but like we've discussed many times, I'm afraid that I don't want her to go through a whole burying thing with Tiffy time, but I think Tiffy time can be one of those few that can survive Charlotte Flair. and she will be able to bounce back, and we'll be able to see a sassier side of Tiffy that we haven't seen since like NXT.
Yeah, I think this is like a time to like, yeah, Charlotte. There's always that thought in the air, like, oh crap, she might not lay down for and take the 3 for Tiffany, but this seems to be a match that probably will establish Tiffany as that world champ, as that WWE champion for the company. I don't think Charlotte will Hogan her. I don't on this one, just because I think things are a little bit different from management perspective and with Triple H there at the helm too. Granted, she's one of Triple H's 4 horsewomen, but there's more matches in front of Tiffany than there are in front of Charlotte, I feel, at the moment. And Charlotte's had a great run. You would get a really good win for Tiffany at WrestleMania. Granted, this would be another WrestleMania loss for Charlotte, but does it hurt her? No. So, but I think it definitely cut Tiffany off at the knees if she were to like just drop this belt right after that. All the build up with the Money in the Bank, the pink briefcase, all that stuff. The stuff with Nia Jax was all for nothing. If she just loses this title to Charlotte in the WrestleMania. So I do think it's just like hopefully a passing of a torch sort of thing, but we'll wait and see. But I'm optimistic that Tiffany will walk out of there with it.
I have a question for you guys. Instead of going, because sometimes in our minds, like we always go to the when certain situations arise, we're either worrying about it or we are focused on it so we can take care of it, right? Instead of worrying about the fact that this is a burying job right here, what if this is raising another question? Because I believe that the real question here is, because everybody, Charlotte Flair this, Charlotte Flair that. Can Charlotte keep up with Tiffy time?
So I can answer that question in what I was going to state with the original question. No. And the problem about this is the elements that are here. One, Charlotte Flair is addicted to titles. And there's nothing wrong with that, but if we're being honest, Charlotte has never been the WWE Women's Champion. She's been the Divas Champion. She's been the NXT Champion. She's been the Raw and SmackDown Champion. But that clear-cut WWE Women's Champion, she has never been. And that is something that I know she wants to hold, as well as the Women's World title. Now, you put that into factor, and then you put the other thing into factor with what you just asked about can she keep up with her? And from the image I'm seeing here that I have up, I do not get Hogan when I make those jokes. What I now see is a potential Fabulous Moolah and Wendy Richter situation.
Oh, baby, the first original screw job.
Because yes, in every way, as Tiffany said to her, yes, this is Charlotte 2.0. This is what was built in the lab. This one is better than you. This one is more creative than you. And the only thing she is missing is time, which is going to make her even stronger. You can look at this image and tell. Charlotte's face knows it. That her time, just as John Cena used to say, that sun is not at 12 o'clock anymore.
Sure.
We're now going into where the sun is getting ready to set. I'm not saying it's about to set on Charlotte like that. It may be at 2 o'clock right now. But she is definitely past prime Charlotte. And with this new version of you sitting in front of you, that's a lot to take on to a person. That is a lot for a person to have to take in to say, hey, I'm now getting to that point to where I have to start putting the next generation over because I'm no longer the now. Mm-hmm. I'm into the forever part. And eventually we'll go into the then. There's a lot of elements here of us to see what Charlotte Flair character is going to entail. And I think this is going to let us know all the talk we've had about her being like this, not putting people over, going in for herself. This is the defining moment that lets us know if that is true. So I think, my bad, go ahead, Deonne.
Oh, no. Bozo brought something up and just jogged my memory with another thought. Charlotte's not like Bianca. Bianca has had titles, right? And she hasn't had titles, but she's still been relevant without it. We don't know what Charlotte is without a title, is at least what's going on in my mind. She's always had one. She's always in contention for one. She's never had like a lengthy run without one, right? So yeah, like the title is her full-on identity as that character. It would be great if we got more character work from her where there wasn't a title involved. Like that entire time Roman had them all. Seth Rollins built that character, right? Drew McIntyre built a character that wasn't surrounded by championships. I think that's been sort of a bit of a disservice to her too, because they keep putting her in these matches too. And she obviously got the weight to move that needle too, but I don't know her without a title. Divas NXT title, Divas title, like she's held them all and been in contention for them all the time. I think that's what I don't know what else she does if not chase titles, which isn't a bad thing in a company of championships, but who is Charlotte Flair really if she doesn't have a title? I think that's a good story to sort of go in because she can't get that title back. Let's do that run. Like, let's make her a loser. let's make her a loser.
A Charlotte with nothing to lose would be like almost kind of what we're gonna see with Trick Williams.
Yeah, but the difference in Trick Williams is Trick Williams still has a journey to go through. It's difficult to teach an old dog new tricks.
Tell me about it.
And so with you spending majority of your career, you're a 14-time champion. And like we said, that prime Charlotte, we're past that now. So it's like, what do you do? How does she look in putting others over, elevating the business, not outside of just holding it as the champion? Because it's different when you're being chased. It's different when you're not even in the chase at all.
It's Bayley, pretty much. It's Bayley the last like year or two.
But Bayley had a great strategy for her to do because her characters, the swap is what helped her make the leap. Going from the ribbon and the hugger to the new one, that gave her a new purpose. That gave her a new outlook on how to go. But we also know too, Bayley puts people over.
Exactly. Yeah.
Even from we know she's not a fan of her, but even from a Mercedes Moné point, Mercedes Moné, even in her thirst for title runs, she still knows how to put people over. I've never seen her bury anybody. Same thing with Becky. Becky went through so many transitions because originally they didn't even think she was going to make it.
Nope.
And then to now keep going to the man, big time Beck, she was able to keep changing. Even again, Mercedes Moné, the blueprint from the boss to the blueprint to the CEO. She was able to consistently elevate. Charlotte Flair has just this.
You think Becky throws Nia a few dollars every now and then from merchandise? Because if not for busting her face open like that, I don't know if the man becomes.
We would never get them. We would never have the man.
I gotta take her to dinner like every year, do something. I don't know.
I already said she's the man that made the man.
She's the best horsewoman. I don't care.
I was just saying, I gotta break Nia off, man. Thanks for busting my face.
This face open. But yeah, you had to take that. And so if it wasn't for Nia not giving a shit, not really being fully into the business, y'all would not be on the trajectory y'all are in now. So it's just always crazy to see. But for Charlotte, this is a lot to put on her plate. And that's the thing, and too, of like, I don't want it to seem like I'm shitting on her, are disrespecting what she's done. I'm just now looking at it from a psychological standpoint. This is as big of a match for her as it is for Tiffy. Because this is, what does your next phase look like? If you're not in the title picture, if you're not holding a title,
what happens?
What does it look like? If you're not the main event, if you're not the star, if you're not the queen, what does that look like for you?
Man, that's tough. I mean, if you got to put her with another titles, I mean, we got a U.S. title and Intercontinental title.
She's never won.
Yeah, she's never won. But again, that's us putting her around championships again, though. You know, she always has to be, and some people are deservingly put in that picture. And I think Charlotte might be one of those people. But man, I think there needs to be like some sort of journey for Charlotte so we can see that grind again, or see her change up her style a bit.
And let's also keep in mind, you're now in an era where you're not wrestling the same three people to make the women's revolution matter. All this talent that you have under WWE,
you need to find your place in this. Like, you need to fall in somewhere where you might be able to fit in, find a storyline, find some chemistry, somebody you could work with, and there's lots of them.
Yeah, and just to be honest with Charlotte, like, there's a lot of people out there that I don't know if you go toe to toe with. Like, I know it's really jumping ahead of the horse, but I believe Julia will run circles around you.
And we should be excited about seeing those matches too.
But and we are, Deonne. Yeah. But the question is she gonna be excited?
Right.
She gonna be able to go, hey, I'm no longer the talk right now for this next year. My job is to be like Bayley. My job is to help put this next generation over. Am I capable of doing that? And that's just the biggest question for me when it comes to it. So as much as, like I said, I don't want her to get buried, I will just say that as big as the stakes are for Tiffy, it is the same for Charlotte. And Charlotte has a lot to think about in how she makes this match go. And I just hope that she will make the right decision, not just for my client, but also for herself, because I don't give a shit what nobody says. Y'all can not like her. Y'all can talk down on her. Listen, Charlotte is a 14-time champion. I know she may not have the greatest title reigns, but hey, for myself, I'm putting respect on this woman's name.
She was great. She's still, to me,
she's still one of the best.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that type of shining star burn out too soon because of the weight that is being put on her. But now I will ask, because we do got to keep it pushing. we stuck on this so much.
Damn. I just realized.
Women's Elimination Chamber. We got one more match, Raquel versus Roxanne, and all I know is this. Don't nobody want Raquel in the Elimination Chamber.
Man, you already know.
But it makes the story work, right?
Listen, we already got tag team in there. I don't need the rest of this story. Okay. I saw SmackDown already where they showed Liv and Raquel walking off. Listen, don't y'all screw my client over, all right?
Man, I need my Alexa and Roxanne face off, man.
Come on, man. I need Pop Rock City everywhere. Everywhere.
Off the glass top, off the top of the glass. Somebody's getting a Pop Rocks off of one of the.
But what helps so much too is that Roxanne has beef with Bayley, too. So we got that going. We got, I don't know, man. Okay.
Because the thing is, I don't need the tag team beef in the Elimination Chamber. One, because I'm just being honest. I don't think both Naomi and Bianca should be in the chamber. And just Just to be fair, I would have took both of them out because they're the tag team champions.
We've done this before. We did it. What they did it the whole time with King of the Ring and all that shit. I hate when they do this.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't think it's fair that they're in there. I think that definitely could have went to two other people. And just like how I agree with one of our guys in our WWT chat, Jacob, I don't think the women, the mid-card title champions need to be in qualifying matches. I don't think that needed. So many other people could have happened. I would have loved to seen Naomi versus BFAB and BFAB get a shot. Something like, or and even two, as much fun as I make her, this would have been perfect for the boat to be in. We in Canada,
or even Io Sky. If
Io Sky. Yeah, there's so many others, but here's where we are. So, and we know one of these will face Mommy at the end.
Man, they've been sitting on this match for so long. I don't ever think it's gonna happen. Why haven't her and Bianca feuded like heavy yet? But now they're both baby faces, so I don't think we get that either. So,
well, here's the thing. Depending on how this story goes, I don't think we'll get it at Mania. But depending on how this story goes, because I don't think Liv and Raquel did it. If you watch SmackDown, they showed the footage of what happened with Jade, like we still care. And we saw Liv and Raquel walking off. Now, this was not showing the attack. This was showing after Jade was getting put into the ambulance. And so, again, I don't think it had anything to do with them. I think because, again, they were scheduled to be at SmackDown that night.
Yep.
So they could have just been passing by. But this could be where Bianca makes that turn. I'm saying that if there's any time for the heel change, the heel turn, is right now. Because just think about it. She has a lot to be able to say to do that. Imagine that, and she has a lot of promos she can cut and go like, first of all, I didn't want to be a tag team champion. I didn't want to have to carry her with this whole thing of just because of what we look like.
Yeah, I'm with that one. What if she? What if Jade tripped?
Yo, that'd be way better if we had a suspect. She finally came out. No, one of my heels popped off.
No, absolutely.
I'd be in tears. I'd be crying. I'd be like, no one to take
absolutely not. We went all this way just for that. Hell no.
So we're.
This was personal.
Yeah,
somebody she knew got too close enough to make a move, and that's what happened.
Yeah, her heel.
Are we ready for it?
You wasn't ready for it. Her heel came. This what you gonna do? Wait till it's the heel's fault. But you can see like Bianca got a lot to where she can say that I didn't ask for this, I didn't want this. They put this on me, they threw her on me. And they wanted me to give her through the ropes. I didn't want to do any of that stuff. I am the best. I am the EST. I lost my championship from EO and never got a chance to get it back. And got forced to have to take care of two other people.
Man,
you can see that happening.
I can see it.
But while they're tag team champions doesn't make sense.
It did for Bianca, yeah. Like, imagine Bianca dropped the belt. Like, oh, I don't need this. I didn't need this, nor did I want it. Or screw Naomi over and have Liv and Raquel win it. But again, none of this has to do with Mania. So we're not going to see any of this right now because none of that is. We don't have enough time to get to Mania.
We don't, do we? No.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, with who's in here, and we're just going to put Roxanne in that blank part.
Right.
Who is the best fit to face Mommy currently? Man. With current storylines and all, who's the best fit?
I mean, technically there's only one answer, but it would kind of be redundant.
You thinking Liv?
But me personally, I'm booking the goddess against mommy.
But
I would need to see what that would be like in this version of Alexa. You know what I mean?
it's just interesting just to think about like the characters. Like Rhea Ripley is like the most over woman wrestler in the world right now.
Mhm.
Loved pretty much. To put up against another beloved wrestler like Alexa, like I don't know. I've never liked face versus face matches. I don't know. It's kind of tough for me, but that'd be tough, man. I just think about the crowd reactions, man. Like, are we coming? If Rhea wins, are we booing Rhea now? Is that a turn?
Hear me out.
I don't know, man. Put Bailey in it.
Hear
Let
me
Bailey
out.
win again.
Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck
Bailey
no.
get it again.
Hear me out.
Roxanne versus mommy.
That's the only one that might work.
That's the only one that's gonna work. Like you just said, Liv. Thank you, Pat, you for letting people know. Yes. Make sure y'all like this video. If you're watching this, make sure if you're on YouTube, you like this video. Please subscribe to the channel so that way y'all stay up to date when these things are dropping. And share the video. Share it. Go tell people, hey, y'all like wrestling? Come check out this dope podcast where we talking the realness. Come jump in the comments with us. But yeah, Bailey had her moment last year. Why are we repeating it? No. Naomi, Bianca, we most likely y'all gonna need to defend them titles. If y'all not gonna drop them before Mania, you need to defend them titles.
That's where the turn happens.
Yeah. So there's no reason for this.
Happens after they lose.
Mm-hmm.
And it's most likely gonna be between Liv and Raquel, since that's what y'all showed us with this stuff. So your only two real candidates left is Alexa and Roxanne. Again, unless you just want to be redundant and do Liv, which again makes no sense. Again, no one wants that. We've
seen it enough.
We've seen it enough. Yeah, it's like, yo, don't revive this. Don't do this again.
Or hear me out. Liv does win. Finn also is the one that moves on into the chamber and could possibly win because he's on a road to redemption. Liv loses her shot against mommy, and that's where you have the whole Judgment Day breakup by Mania, or just before that.
Yeah, but I don't think it's
not a strong enough story for
it's
me.
not. Yeah, I don't think it's as strong as
a
year ago, maybe. Like that's why the cash in worked for Damian last year.
Yeah.
Because right now, to me, y'all
they're all gonna turn on Finn. Dom's on his way to becoming a leader of a faction.
But that's the thing. Like, it's already there. They just
so good.
Yeah, they already broke up. They just don't know it yet.
They don't know it yet.
We already you need to see when they shoot where the divide is. We already see the split. Because y'all stand and where y'all factions are gonna go.
I know we got storyline, but I thought about this because I said I don't like face versus face matches. Austin Rock 17 was pretty face versus face, but minus the outcome of that. You could do that with Bianca and Rhea. If we're talking marquee for Mania, their faces are already up around the city already.
Mm-hmm.
You put them in a match together, you could close the show with that.
But again, you got the women's tag titles. You already got them in a feud with Liv and Raquel.
We could drop them before we can get. No, there's nothing between Mania.
No, and the only other one is Roadblock for NXT, and that's it.
No Great Balls of Fire this year.
No Great Balls of Fire this year. Or Unforgiven. I remember Unforgiven used to happen between these times. Nope, no, none of that. No, none of that. We are after Elimination Chamber. It is just March. Then we hitting the road to WrestleMania. So it's just, again, it's one of those, like, it's a catch-22 with it. And it's like, do you, as much as, and even the King Mike's Hall point of like, who cares if Bianca got 2 titles? It's like, yeah, that's cool.
That's another match.
That's no match. And again, it's that, and because of the fact y'all kept them apart so long, you don't want to rush it. You don't want to rush Bianca versus Rhea.
Not like this. Like, not this tight of a window. You're right.
And then technically, Bianca's on SmackDown. She's not on Raw. So there's that too. So there's always that. So that's why I say the only two I see is Roxanne or Alexa. But I feel like we're gonna get the safe bet, and they're gonna give it to Bailey.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think they're gonna.
Even after all that, after all that, you're like,
That was underwhelming.
yeah, baby.
Because if you think about it, remember what we said: what we're trying to achieve and what we're trying to push.
Yeah,
I would love for my client to punch her ticket straight to WrestleMania. Fresh off of NXT to WrestleMania,
unheard of.
Unheard of. I think that's the greatest. I think that's the greatest Rookie of the Year move you could have.
Unprecedented.
I
You're
think
right.
I think she's more than capable of doing so.
That's
I do
didn't even
too.
think about that.
I do too. But the safe bet I see, because they're pushing Bailey so much, is having Bailey win the chamber. But I don't give a shit. Roxanne. The Pereziacs want to go to WrestleMania. Okay. If she wins, I'm making a Pereziac shirt.
I
Run wild.
I know.
I want to be an honorary Pereziac.
I mean, you technically already are because you're my tag team partner.
Oh, you're right.
I know you've been on this for long, but I have a question. Any shot at these being like multi-person matches, like a 3-way or a 4-way, like something like that?
The WrestleMania matches
for the titles, like, for the titles, like for
hell yeah, for the women especially.
Okay, because I look at this whole picture, and I'm thinking like, man, everybody has a solid shot and a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely CM Punk.
I ain't gonna lie. I could see a double pin happening at the Elimination Chamber. No.
And that's how we get 2 people.
No, never mind. You can't do that because only one could win.
Only one has to win.
Yeah.
That would do the whole Shawn Michaels thing, the shoulders.
But I'm telling you right now, CM Punk's not going to win.
No, CM Punk's not winning. And
what's the point of having a favor that you need to call in?
Yeah, what is that about? We still okay.
That favor is not gonna come into play until WrestleMania. Watch.
Yeah. And then that's why I was like, there's so much looming around that, and especially with still Roman in the wind as well. Like that's why I don't see CM Punk winning. Like
Roman's coming after Seth.
Mm-hmm.
Roman's coming after Seth, and that's it.
He's coming
for blood.
That chamber is the most predictable one that we know is going to happen. John Cena is definitely winning that. And not just because it's like, oh, it's John Cena and it's going to be Super Cena or anything like that. It's because of everyone that's in there. Logan is going to screw somebody over. Seth is going to screw somebody over.
I hope Logan doesn't screw Cena over. That would be like...
I'm calling it now. I think it's going to be Cena and Damian are going to be the last 2 in the chamber. I think those are going to be the last 2 in the chamber because it doesn't hurt Damian to lose to Cena.
And the fact that he's the final 2.
Yeah, it does not hurt Damian at all. That's just going to make Damian look even better.
Now I got Seth winning this thing so Roman can show up, destroy Seth in the chamber, and we get their WrestleMania match. Because again, you ain't going to stomp me with both feet, man, and I'm not going to get my lick back somehow. Like you ain't curb stomping me with both feet.
You're not finna anime stomp me. This is over. That we just
get away with doing it twice.
Yeah, no, but no, the one on the stairs, I'm fine with for some reason.
I'm fine with that one.
For some reason, okay.
Both feet? No, that's way. Now you gotta see me outside, player. You gotta see me outside.
That one. What are we saying?
Because that's a regular stomp.
That is our tribal chief.
But again,
y'all are for disrespecting our tribal chief.
No, I'm self-disrespecting them by doing it with 2 feet.
Double feet is disrespect. The stomp
and
to the
y'all
stairs.
are for it.
No, ain't nobody for it, but it's just like that was a lot.
I gotta get my leg back, man. I gotta get
that right there. We
gotta
just
get your leg back.
Nah, they got a box.
Roman's gonna destroy his ass. It's over for Seth Rollins.
That's That's all I'm saying. It's like,
Seth
look,
Rollins coming back from another back injury after dealing with Roman this time.
yeah, that's all I'm saying. The one to the stair is like, okay,
Disrespectful.
it is, but that's typical Seth Rollins. Both feet,
Wrong.
you gotta be like Kobe, bring your ass
Like
out.
a menace.
We gotta fight.
Like that's some
Both hands,
super.
bring your
That's
ass
some
in here.
super.
This
maximum
Joe talking.
heat.
We gotta fight. We finna fight. Fuck
Like the hatred in those stomps too. It's like
that.
you have no idea what you are awaking, Sir Seth Rollins. Like, and it sucks because any other time I'd be going for Seth Rollins to win anything, but against Roman, you're not winning this one.
But this is gonna be good though.
It's
like
gonna
this
be
is gonna
so
be like
good.
they don't
It's
even
gonna be
they don't
so
even have a
good.
title connected with it, right?
And you
But
got
there's-
Paul Heyman in the midst of that.
But their stories are they've been aligned from day one. They're gonna be tied together for years. But
Yo, it's like your little brother jumping on you in the bed.
just do it. Just do
I
it.
did
to
that
him.
one- I did that one time to my little brother. RKO'd him out of nowhere. Hilarious.
Oh my god, yo, Al, that like I said, the one to the step, that's Seth Rollins.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, both feet. No, we got to
Both
fight.
feet, honey. Come on, both feet.
Seth, you got to take this. You got to come get this ass whooping now. You in trouble now, son. You in trouble now. But man, okay, but let's keep it pushing.
And Roman shouldn't even give him the slow walk down the aisle with the whole one-up entrance. You should just run up in there and start getting his ass up.
Yeah, that should not be a wrestling match. That should just be a brawl. Like you want to talk tribal rules, or tribal combat.
All count anywhere.
Give me an unsanctioned match. Like, yo, hey, listen, this out of our hands. Whatever happened, that's between them. But we might get a last man standing match out
or
of
a Hell in a Cell.
And it's been a while since we've seen the Hell in the Cell at Mania. It's been a minute.
2 years ago.
Last one was Undertaker and Edge.
No, wasn't Finn Balor and Edge in one?
That wasn't WrestleMania. That was Hell in the Cell.
Was it? How am I thinking?
When he got hurt, right?
But he and Finn Balor.
Okay. Them stitches.
I think so. I don't know why I was thinking that was outside at Mania for some reason.
Was that Mania?
Undertaker and Edge was at SummerSlam.
SummerSlam. That's what it was.
Wow,
I'm seeing a cage with Edge and Finn
no,
Balor.
wasn't it? It was in LA. I think so. Yeah, you're right. I think it was in LA.
Okay. Because that's when Edge had the mask on, right?
And he took on the demon. That's when Finn came out.
Okay.
With that purple shit and the spikes on his mask.
No. Pleasantly pretentious. Edge and Undertaker did have a Hell in a Cell match. That was when they was in Miami. That's the match. That's the time when Flair and Shawn had the retirement match for Flair. That was in that same one.
Lord.
But yeah, let's keep it pushing. Brand, like we said, it's head to head today. We got AEW's Grand Slam as well as NXT Vengeance today. And so, of course, because none of us were on our WWT Live, we normally like to give predictions over there the day before we have PLEs air. So since we didn't get a chance to do that because it was Valentine's Day, and Honey Money had to go shut down a restaurant and stuff, but don't pat you and stuff like that. Well deserved as well. So, and Deonne, I wanted to say something, but I didn't know if it was disrespectful. But I saw the pictures you put out, and the first thing I thought was, I was like, boy, Deonne like climbing trees. I see. I was like, I see what you're doing, Deonne. I see what you're doing. I'm Amazon. I say, okay, Deonne. I say, okay.
Hey,
brother.
Hey man, I'm giving my kid a chance, man.
I see what you did there, brother. I say, bravo, sir. I see what you're doing.
I cannot.
I see you out here.
I'm giving my kid a shot, man.
He said, "I'm getting the NBA player."
I want him to be like, post up. I want that and ask for it. Here. Oh man.
Okay. I don't want my stomach locking up again. Woo! All right. We're about to do AEW Grand Slam predictions. All right.
Oh my God.
And I'll be honest with you, both cards look incredible today. Like if you just as a wrestling fan, I think you are going to get some quality matches today. Now, again, I'm not entirely sure if they're both taking place at the same time. But again, as I said, if you're a wrestling fan, you're going to enjoy your Saturday. So, first match we have up is Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega versus that name I'm not going to get us canceled.
Inosuke Takeshita.
What she said, and Kyle Fletcher. Predictions. Honey, who's taking this match?
Anything with Will Ospreay is always a 5-star match. Now that we have Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega on the same team, this is going to be a 10-star match. And with Cody, Kyle Fletcher, and Takeshita, I think this is probably going to be match of the night. But I never bet against Will Ospreay, so I'm not going to start today.
Gotcha.
Ospreay and Omega.
All right, she's going with Ospreay and Omega. People's Nightmare. Who's walking out?
I concur. I mean, this is like an all-time great team, right? Like that's like the faces essentially. So yeah, Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega, I think, would come out with that one, and it's a big show for them. So yeah,
I'm gonna go differently on this one. Kyle Fletcher has definitely been in Will Ospreay's head, and now that you got Takeshita there too, do not sleep on them two together in the ring. That is a dastardly duo. I changed my mind. I'm not going to be different. I don't know why. When I looked at the picture, I looked directly into Kenny Omega's eyes, and he was like, "Really?
That's like the dream team, right? That's like a dream team." Huh?
You sure about that? You sure about that?"
Kenny and Will are literally like this at you, and they literally just changed your mind.
They did. He was like, "Hey," I'm like, you're right. Can't go against the wing clipped angel." Yeah, I think I like you said. To Honey's point, match of the night. Yeah, but I gotta go with Ospreay and Omega, man.
You want to talk about a dastardly duo? Like
dynamic. That's the dynamic duo.
Mm-hmm.
Who? And neither one of them wearing some old questionable yellow shorts flying around at night. So next match, Kazuchika Okada versus
for
the Continental Championship.
I'm a big Buddy Matthews fan, man. Like I'm going with him. I think it's time to get him dripped in some gold. So yeah, Buddy Matthews is my pick.
Honey.
Oof. This is a great opportunity for Buddy Matthews. Obviously, we know the flowers that he deserves for holding shit down in AEW. Solo gold would be definitely my usual way to go, but something about Kazuchika Okada is always screaming, "I got something up my sleeve." So I feel like Okada will retain.
Yeah, as much as I would love to see Mr. Ripley,
Mr. Mommy.
Yeah, Mr. Mommy. As much as I'd like to see him win, I think Okada is going to flip that bird and remain your AEW Continental Champion. But I think they will give a fantastic match.
This is gonna be sick.
Yeah, this is gonna be one of those hard hitting ones right here. So I'm gonna go with Okada on this one. Our next one And some kind of brawl. Don't know what city that is. I know it's in Australia, but
Brisbane.
What they said. We got the Death Riders taking on
Adam Copeland.
Koopy and Jay White.
I refuse to call him by the name. I'll call him by his name. Adam Copeland. I'm not saying Copeland.
Man, fuck that. It's Edge and Jay White. I don't give fuck that. That's Edge.
It is Edge.
That's Edge. So who's walking out of this brawl? The Death Riders or Edge and Jay White?
Definitely the Death Riders. Moxley's not playing no games. He never has. I feel like there's gonna be a brutal match, but Death Riders.
Okay. People's nightmare.
They knock each other out. They all lose in the match. But no, it's I don't know, Edge and Jay White, I guess, is I don't know. The Death Riders just hasn't. I've been keeping up with that one. It's like So I know Edge. I'm familiar with his game.
That's your favorite Shield member.
That's y'all favorite Shield member. Yeah, I mean,
like yours too.
No, it wasn't.
No, he didn't know.
No, it was not.
No. He was pissed. That's right.
No, it was not.
This did not equal that.
He was way on the bottom. But no, I'll take Edge and Jay White, man. It just, this doesn't. Death Riders don't do it for me.
And me, I don't care. I don't care.
That's what I said. Like they just knock each other out and they all lose.
Yeah, I don't care. Just don't get hurt, Edge. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I care about this match. Just don't get hurt. Because before I read this, for some reason in my head, and maybe this is because I'm getting older, but I didn't read all of it. I saw the two of them and I was like, oh, this is a match for the AEW championship. Did not realize this was a tag brawl. So now I really don't care.
Yeah.
So
I can't believe Edge is still in these matches, man. Like Edge at a point of his career where he's just he's been in too many extreme things since he's been in AEW for me. So much that he got hurt off the cage, right? So like you paid your dues for that, man. You jumped off ladders, you've gone through tables, you've done chair shots.
That was
take it easy, man.
That was like the dumbest thing he ever did.
Take it easy. You don't have anything else to prove.
Exactly. And yes, Farce and Chops, we do read the chat. Just like we're reading this with Seiji. You are hilarious because he
is coping.
Until that contract is up, apparently.
Like the rated R superstar cope. That doesn't even sound right.
I can't believe they were able to use that. I'm surprised that's not trademarked. By WWE, rated R superstar.
His name is, but I don't think they decided to trademark that.
Yeah, that was very interesting. That hasn't been trademarked.
Well, they couldn't trademark it because they were mostly PG era. That like after a while.
Yeah,
you still got to get that under the bag. You still got to get that in the bag, honey. You got to get.
Yeah, I think he may have actually came up with calling himself that. I think he did. Yeah, he did. So technically it goes to him. So. All right.
Man, we already know.
Hold on. I wasn't gonna put this, but this got very interesting. So apparently
to guess your names, ages, and jobs. Person on the top left is Casey Baxter. She's 26 and works at a DVD store.
Like the last Blockbuster.
Yeah, I was like, where is a DVD?
I was gonna say I don't know where they sell DVDs anymore, but if they do have them, they're very low in stock in the stores.
Yeah, I was like, okay, but also
my name is definitely not Casey.
But also,
you could pull it off though.
You could pull off working at a
DVD store, and maybe
I can see it
being 26. Maybe
I can see it. I could see you definitely giving great opinions.
Casey Baxter, what a random ass name. I can't wait to hear who y'all. Okay, person on the top right is Manny Emerson Golf Cart, 39, and he plays a banjo out on the street and gets paid by people who give him money and is married to Casey.
First off, I don't like that he's almost on point with my age. I don't like that. I don't know. And I don't know how he knew that I kind of wanted to get a banjo for some reason.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I don't know why. I was
Manny, wait, it's the name Manny Emerson Golf Cart.
Golf cart. Yeah, that one's. But you know what's funny about him writing this? It's something that my mom told me a long time ago, and she had said that don't ever work for a paycheck, and like it's just kind of in the sense of what he's saying. Like what he just wrote, she was like, I don't care if you are in Galveston Beach drawing them big-headed characters for people, and that's all you do with your life. Do it because do what you want to do. So it's just like in that same light, that was what the feeling I got when he said that and stuff. But like, are we all just like beach bums? Like, what are we doing? Hey, are we just? I feel like you picked where we're just not serious about life. Like we haven't figured out what it is we really.
Oh boy, here comes Deonne's. Bottom left is Eddie Hamilton Johnson. He's 21 and he's a cool, funny guy at the funeral home who makes funerals lighthearted when he hosts them.
I can get on board with that. Eddie Johnson.
Eddie Johnson.
Eddie Johnson.
Wait, who hosts funerals?
What do you mean? Funeral homes.
But he said hosting, like,
No,
like
you said you gotta be a funeral director.
Everybody,
I got a monologue and everything.
Yeah.
He makes funerals lighthearted when he hosts them.
How y'all feeling out here tonight?
I got a live band.
Eddie
Jimmy Fallon
Johnson,
walking out.
Manny Golf Cart, and Casey Baxter. That's
Eddie Johnson.
hilarious.
The fact you 21 though, and for some reason, why am I the oldest in this? Is my question. He has a full.
I'm the youngest.
He literally, he's probably making his own universe on Sims right now.
Probably. Oh, we're all from Florida now. All of this descriptions make sense.
I'm straight. I'm good.
Eddie Johnson.
Yeah. I was like, okay, you just described a lot of Florida people. Let me know. You must work for GTA 6. That's what that. And if not, you should go talk to New Rockstar.
But the moral of this whole story, what is his name? Farsh and Chops.
Yes.
You're wrong on all accounts. So those are not our names. Those are not our situations. Those are not our jobs.
Okay, he says this about funerals though. I did say for mine, if obviously this was years later because until he found out how expensive they are. I wanted mine to be I wanted lights down, candles up, Chicago Bulls theme song when they're rolling me in.
Oh my!
I want lights.
You mean Michael Jordan's theme song?
Chicago Bulls, tomato.
No, it was Michael Jordan's theme song. They didn't play it when everybody else came out. They
played that the whole time. You can't take it away from the whole team. You can't take it.
That's Michael's song.
You can't take it away from the whole team, man.
I said what I said.
All right.
I was always different. I was like, if I die, don't tell nobody. Just cremate me and turn me into a diamond and just pass me off as a family heirloom. So I'm always with some of my family members.
Man, that's risky, man. You might get lost.
I mean, I ain't gonna care.
You can. You can eat them
I also could get dropped off of the fucking chimney rack as well.
This is true.
If one does, yeah. So and I also could just be getting eaten underground and stuff, and get fucking pulled up by a dog.
There's these things where you can get made into I guess into a tree sort of thing. Have you seen that?
Now, at first I did have that, and I was like, I don't know if that's humanly possible, but I did originally. I wanted to get cremated and then have them grow a weed tree, and all my friends get a chance to smoke me.
God, my grandmother said that one time, bro. God.
I was like, I don't know if you can do that, but if you did, I was like, that was my only request.
My only fear was that because my wife brought up the tree thing. I was like, what if somebody buys this land and they cut you down? You just become what, paper and then a recyclable.
You become one with the circle of life, man.
Yo, no, even worse. What if you obstructing someone else's yard? Yeah, that'd be some asshole shit.
Yeah.
I get it, but his branches are now extruding over my backyard, and it's kind of blocking my sun.
But it's my wife.
Again, I do. Could you just trim your wife's leaves just a little bit? Just a little? No, it's in regulation, okay? Why is she protruding everywhere?
Oh, man.
Okay, it says a lot about her when she was here.
We've gone completely off the rails here, y'all.
Yes.
So Grand Slam, AEW Women's World Championship on the line. Mariah May versus the timeless Toni Storm.
Who's walking out?
Man,
Oh, Toni Storm. Like,
yeah, like she's getting her baby back. She's getting her baby back ribs.
Y'all both going with Toni, huh?
I'm going with Toni.
I'm going to say, man, the woman from hell may walk out of this again. I'm as much as I love timeless Toni Storm, I think Mariah May might be holding on to that title.
Nah.
So I'm gonna go with Mariah May here, but there's a big reason why I'm going for Mariah May.
does that walk her into a new feud with?
No, that I don't care about because that I don't care about because there's one now story I'm way more interested in that I would love to see be the big takeaway, and that is this one. I want to see Harley Cameron win the TBS title.
You know damn well Mercedes Moné ain't giving up no title.
Hey man, listen, if there was any time for her to do it,
it should be now, but it's not gonna happen.
Listen, after I saw that song, I'm all in on Harley Cameron.
Listen, bars, cadence, straight calling her a puppet, dog. Hilarious.
That girl say, I want
no.
to take your thunder. Oh,
her bars and on her own song.
On her own song.
On her own theme song.
Yo, that's up there with Not Like Us. That's up there with Tupac. First off, fuck you. Oh my, y'all gotta get us to Harley, man. Harley could save AEW. She better win tonight. If Mercedes Moné, all the stuff she's been talking about, this is the moment right here. And then the cold thing about it is she could get it back. Like it don't even have to be a long run.
On the contrary, this match is the reason why I'm picking Toni Storm to get the title back because I know it's not going to happen here.
Well, we also remember too. We also know from our producer from the future over at WWT, Dylan. She is not from the homeland, according to him, and that's why he's not happy. So I'm gonna say it's just me. I'm going with Harley Cameron. That's just me. I'm gonna go with her.
I want to, but
you going with Moné?
I'm not going with Moné, but I'm picking Moné.
I mean, so you're going
with okay.
Okay. Okay. Your pick. Also, too, we also want our checks by next month, AEW, because y'all know where y'all got CE No from. Just throwing it out there. Just remember, who needs a check? That's all I'm gonna say. People's Nightmare. Who you got?
I mean, I think like everything you said about this being a good time for Mercedes to sort of unload that title, because Harley Cameron, she put some work in for this one. So yeah, man, like
I feel like there needs to be more though.
How many belts she got? How many titles Moné got? Like, what's losing one gonna hurt? You know what I mean? At this point for her.
I feel you guys, but I feel like with Harley Cameron losing, we're gonna get the best out of her even more than we're getting right now. I feel like the chase after Moné, after this just having this one match, like it's gonna be good. So I feel like Harley Cameron will get her time. It's just not gonna be today.
I can see that too. I'm a still hope and go for Miss Harley. I'm gonna still go for Miss Harley.
I love what she's doing though.
Right.
Reminds me of myself.
Yeah, you know what I would say. She does. Yeah, y'all do have definitely similar vibes. Yeah, I would definitely say that.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna take a little another side quest, and we're going to do our favorite. One has to go.
Who was in charge of this one?
Oh, it was me.
Yeah, it wasn't. I did last week.
That's right. You did do last week. So that means I'm next week. I just want to keep track. Make sure I have my projects ready, you know?
I want to apologize in advance because
What did you do? Or what did you not? What did you
because
not?
normally when y'all tell me I ain't shit, I'll be like, that was not what I was going for. I was definitely going for that in this one. So I just want to apologize in advance because I know Honey is about to throw the biggest fit and is probably going to say she's not going to participate, but she has no choice.
Bret Hart's in this.
No, it's worse than that. Even you gonna get upset.
Councilman, I'm gonna kill you.
One has to go. Greatest WrestleMania matches.
All right, run these down for me right now.
First row: Bret Hart versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, WrestleMania 13.
You a damn
boy, you
fool.
ain't shit. Oh,
you
sorry.
are a damn fool for this first row. This first row is so fucked up. It's not even funny. This ain't even funny. Look at this first row. Look at the second row. What the fuck are we doing here?
It takes a lot to get me to curse, man.
And then
Thanks, Will.
Deonne, the bottom row.
That's the one I saw. That's the one I saw.
You a damn fool, Councilman. Where's the barbershop window? I feel it coming. Where is it? Where's the
Go ahead and play it. Go ahead and play it.
Where's the barbershop window?
Oh, then even worse.
I know it's here.
Not only are we doing left to right, we also going from top to bottom.
Man, get out of here.
Tag team specialists. See, one without the other isn't any good. Oh!
You know where the shield with that. This is the one where you play the
He
shield.
was going to do that. He don't need Janetti. Are you kidding? What a despicable act that.
Get out of here.
Yeah, that's when you play this.
Oh my God!
That's a load of crap, man. That's
this one gotta go is full of crap.
So we're going left to right and up and
And
down.
we're doing it the other way too.
Oh yeah.
We didn't do.
Oh yeah. Hey, and just about Moses' point, I didn't put Roman on this list because I thought that would be too far.
You have Sean and fucking Taker
Yeah,
and Stone Cold in like every row.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah, Deonne, we'll go with you first. First row across the left. For the ones that are listening audio wise, we have
Put my ladder match here.
I did. First row: Bret Hart versus Stone Cold at WrestleMania 13. Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania 25. Ricky the Steamboat versus Macho Man Randy Savage at WrestleMania 3. One's gotta go, Deonne. Which one are you getting rid of?
I'm sorry. You said Ricky the Steamboat.
Ricky the Steamboat.
It's Ricky the Dragon.
Ricky the Dragon.
Ricky the Steamboat.
I didn't even catch it.
I like, get that dragon shit out of here. You Ricky the Steamboat.
Ricky the Steamboat.
Okay.
Oh, Councilman, I have never disliked you.
So
I have never disliked you ever.
Let me go
until
through
today.
So first match, but we don't get the double turn. I don't know if Austin takes off the way that it does. The second match, probably the greatest WrestleMania match of all time. Quite possibly the greatest WrestleMania match of all time.
What row we in? What are you talking about?
We're going left to right.
First row.
And then Steamboat and Mach. I love that match. It's a good one. I can't. It's everything that happened. Oh shit. One has to go, right? Right?
Yes, one has to go.
This is
Mach and Steamboat are gone off this list.
Damn, that's tough.
How you're even able to deduce?
Do you remember how?
any of this?
Do you remember how Bret and Austin ended?
Bret and Austin was fired. That was
Of course, I remember
We
how
made-
Brett.
He said, "Of course, I fucking remember."
And I'm just saying, you remember that, and then Taker and Sean. Come on, man, like that. Yeah, I said so. Mach and Steamboat, unfortunately, has to go off that top one for me.
All right, honey.
Damn.
First row, left to right. Who's got to go?
Will Palpatine.
Nah, Will Goldberg.
I'll take that. I love Goldberg.
Ricky the Steamboat Willie. Let's just imagine. Let's just imagine like Ricky Steamboat whistling on a whistling like me.
What's that boy name? Ricky the Steamboat. Yeah, I've been watching him when I was a kid, baby. Be like, you talking about you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Me and my wife just had this conversation. Old people, if you put the in front of anything, it makes it even funnier.
Yes.
The Facebook,
on the Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Charles, what's my login to the MySpace? What you mean it ain't up no more? Where that book that got my login for the Black Planet?
God, that was. Is Black Planet still around? It's done, right? Is Black Planet still around?
I don't know it. I don't know. But it did. I don't know where I got the Black Planet from.
Hey,
yeah,
honey, come on.
Your turn. Which match has to go on the first row?
You know it.
But without Steamboat and Macho Man, we don't get matches like the rest. Like
I think you still do.
Do you?
I think you still do.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Undertaker Shawn was something else. The build was great. Undertaker. That's the one Undertaker came from hell, right?
Shawn.
Yes. And he came in the white, and Shawn Michaels came down.
Undertaker Shawn was perfect.
Exactly.
Was perfect. Oh man. Shit.
Come on. You want us to count you down? Let's count you down. Will. 5.
Come on, man. They didn't count nobody else down.
2 and 1.
Fuck. All right, fine. I'll take out Steamboat Savage. Yeah, Steamboat Savage first.
It hurts, don't it?
I'm betraying my childhood by saying that shit.
We know my pick.
Oh, it better not be.
Yes, we know my pick.
You're picking Bret and Stone Cold?
Bret and Stone Cold can go.
Give me the
man. Get
out
out
of here.
No.
Get me out of here.
But there's one reason only.
I don't like it here anymore.
But there's one reason only. Because they would have still given us that match anywhere. That's how good the both of them were. You could have had this at Survivor Series, and I would still put that as a top 10 match of all time. That's why I'm okay with getting rid of it. And because you would have still got Stone Cold Austin, and you would have still had Bret being the person and the influence that he is today, just like he is funny.
But the reason of your list, that happened at WrestleMania.
But that wasn't
the things that happened in WrestleMania.
That wasn't their biggest defining moment for them. That's what I'm saying. It's a big moment, but it's not their defining moment.
That made Stone Cold that he didn't tap, man.
He didn't tap, and he was passed out from bleeding. Like
yes, but also
went black and white.
Yes, but
on the cover in the intro.
You got 316. You got 316 moment. You got the Tyson moments. You have Bret Hart being the best there is, best there was, best there ever will be, beating Yokozuna.
The nerve of him.
The infamous
the nerve.
I'm just saying. Again,
who are you and what have you done with my tag team partner? You're a freaking imposter. I don't like you today. This is stupid.
Stop landing.
Oh my God!
We just on the first row. We ain't even got to.
Are we on the second? We had anything to say about the first again?
Who else didn't go? Did you?
Yeah, I went. I went first.
We all went.
This is fucking
The
torture.
second row, what we got? Sean and Razor.
Sean versus Razor Ramon, WrestleMania 10.
Y'all about to piss me off today. I feel like I'm gonna get pissed off today. Today's a test. Today's a test.
It is Hardy Boys versus the Dudleys versus Edge and Christian, WrestleMania 17 TLC match.
This row's disrespectful.
Undertaker versus Triple H, WrestleMania 28.
And that's the end. And that's the end of the era match.
This is the easiest one in my opinion.
Okay, I'm up first. Okay. Sean went out there with Razor and they tore it up, man. Two titles, like, come on, that's great. Highlights that they still show to this day. That TLC match, them boys won the night. That was match of the night at 17. Like, they killed this match. They got Lita involved. Rhino came out. I think Spike came out. Like, everything was happening. Undertaker and Triple H with Shawn Michaels as special guest referee. End of an era. Shawn the fix was in to get the Taker. One has to go, though. It comes down to which ones I enjoyed the most. Love the ladder match with the three teams. I think that's one of the greatest matches at WrestleMania of all time. The other two,
one gotta go, Deonne.
If I'm just thinking stories, oh shit!
I was waiting for it. I wasn't even gonna bring it up. Counting down.
The end of era match might go.
Yo, honey's home. Honey don't know what to do right now. Every part of this hurt her soul. Well, while she's gone, I'm gonna make my pick. I'm picking the same thing. Triple H.
Yeah, it was good. It was great.
Here's my thing. We've had the match before, and I got 20 other Undertaker matches I can watch. Ricky and Razor, insane.
Oh, Sean and Razor.
TLC match.
Still got Ricky on the brain.
Oh, my bad. Razor and Sean. The speedboat. That steamboat boy. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Sean and Razor. That's
bro. Edge Spear Jeff from the fucking Hang It. Like, yo, to this day.
Incredible.
To this day. And it was in Houston. Come on. Can't get rid of it.
Peaked. WrestleMania 17 might be the greatest WrestleMania of all time.
Yeah.
Or one of the greatest WrestleMania of all time.
Yeah, I was like,
come on over and do it.
I get the implications of it, but I'm like, I seen it before with them already.
Honey, come on over.
It's your turn, honey. Who you picking?
Yeah, with Mike Hall, like Prime Sean and Prime Razor.
Yeah.
I am not picking Razor Ramon versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 10 because one, that is my favorite WrestleMania and my favorite WrestleMania match. No. Two, I am not picking Undertaker versus Triple H end of an era match. That match till this day makes me cry. That match made Vince McMahon cry. That match is the end of an era. That match is the reason why, probably one of the main reasons why Triple H is continually COO and head of creative, because he knows how to tell a story in and out the ring. And that match, I don't care what nobody says. I understand the impact of the tag team match, the triple threat, the moment with Edge hanging, the spear, the swanton bombs, everything. And I know we had a lot more TLC matches with them as well, but I can't get rid of the first ladder match, and I can't get rid of that cinematic masterpiece that was The Undertaker, Triple H, and Shawn. Like I would, if I'm basing my pick on which match I can get up right now and put it on and not get tired of it, and those are my two.
Okay, I know you said more TLC match, but this was the very first one, right?
No, I know it was.
But look at this bill. You had a tables match, a ladders match, and then here comes Edge and Christian.
And with the chairs.
We're going to throw these chairs in here.
Yes. Yes.
You want to talk about a match I can go back and watch out of all of these that are up here? That would be my one. Like it was like it's gonna sound wild, but it was like a video game with Jeff Hardy walking across the ladders. Like
Jeff on the tallest one, Swanton bombing off of it.
I understand.
That
But I'm not
feel like it was an adrenaline rush.
You have Shawn and Taker in matches. I'm not going against that.
Listen,
sorry.
We listen and we judge internally. Okay.
Right.
That is her pick. I respect my tag team partner's pick.
I may not respect y'all so much, but it's okay. I still love y'all.
I definitely think she smoked something before this show started, and so that's what I'm gonna go off of as to why she picked that.
This is the one I hate. This is the next row is one I hate the most.
You did what? You did this. This is your doing.
Will did this.
No. As let's always remember, this is Cody's fault. I would have never became this person had Cody not done it. I'd have never thought to do nothing this sadistic had Cody not changed.
Yeah, talk to your boy. It's all his fault, man.
All right. So
we're sick of this shit.
So not Cody, good grief. Now I can't
turning my own teammates on me and shit.
I'm not turning on you. I'm just this is to just test of what we have to do when we got to make difficult choices. Because you made these choices, honey, I would come to you and pat you during the zombie apocalypse to make sure y'all good because you was able to make this decision.
This next row is a tough one for me.
And this is Deonne if I'm gonna go pick him up at Atlanta.
This next row is actually not hard for me at all.
Okay, you want to talk about emotions that you just had with Undertaker and Triple H?
Let me name them all first, though.
Oh, you know what? This is hard for me. This is
we got Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair at WrestleMania 24, Ric Flair's retirement match. The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, WrestleMania 17, where he Stone Cold made the deal with the devil. And then Kofi Kingston versus Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania 35, the highlight of Kofi Mania.
All right.
One gotta go.
This is mean.
We just talked about
you shouldn't even be allowed to do these anymore.
Like he can't make these no more. Honey said it was Shawn and with the end of an era's match from an emotional standpoint. Flair and Shawn was such a good match that you knew what the stakes were. Shawn Michaels, I think that's the match he almost like just broke his ribs off that moonsault off that table.
Oh my god!
That mess, King. Good grief! Like it looked bad. And then you get the ending. I'm sorry, I love you, and Flair gets that send off. That was so good.
Cinema.
Yes.
Rock and Austin. I loved it. Love this match. Love the bill. Probably
isn't that your favorite WrestleMania?
17 is my favorite WrestleMania.
Okay. Just checking.
What throws it off for this? See, honey. All right. See, I didn't do anything today. You know?
Your fault. She managed.
I know. I didn't
y'all all gonna get this smoke. Y'all all gonna get this smoke. Y'all should not be allowed to do this.
I'm looking at it and picking just like you are.
I'm suffering too. Wait a minute.
We both got stabbed, man. Come on.
You're right. We did. We both got betrayed. You're right.
17 is so great. I know for a fact, like when I watched this at the present time, I hated the ending to this match. Like as great as it was, I hated the ending to Rock versus Austin. Austin didn't even come out and said if he could do it differently, he would have stunned Vince and wouldn't have gone heel probably. But that build-up was so good. That promo was so great. Oh, so many memories. Kofi and Daniel Bryan, great moment. Kofi Mania. But one has to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
One has to go.
Deonne.
You got.
Oh man, I might. Oof,
Y'all.
I might not. I probably can't show my face around here no more.
Deonne. I feel
Daniel Bryan and Kofi.
Woo!
Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord.
Woo!
He went there.
Hey, you gotta live with that one. You gotta sit with that one. You said that.
Shit.
Out.
Huh.
Well,
All right.
Honey,
All right.
who you got?
It doesn't make me happy.
Sage D says, fuck vegan coke. Shit, man. I mean, we're just gonna cut right to the chase here. Anything that has Shawn Michaels in it, I'm not voting off. That's not gonna happen. They're not gonna put me in a position to say that there has ever been a bad Shawn Michaels match or a match that will take out that has Shawn Michaels in it when he's the showstopper.
I respect it.
This is really tough because I'm an Attitude Era girl, but I was there when Kofi Mania happened.
It's personal.
And that was Planet Champion Daniel Bryan, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, and that was good stuff. I was there for Kofi Mania, but
I'm just doing this to hide my identity for now.
That is definitely appropriate for you at this point.
all right.
Come on, honey. Join up.
I'm sorry, this is funny.
King Michael, I see why you're a crybaby now, dear.
Honey, you know it. Come on, honey.
Know what you got.
Biggest names in Attitude Era, two biggest names in wrestling at the greatest WrestleMania of all time. With the greatest promo video package of all time.
With the most terrible ending, as you said.
But
I can't do that. I don't know if I want to do this.
People's Champ, the Rattlesnake, the Brahma Bull,
Limp Bizkit.
Austin had that other theme song with the like the band or whatever. Oh, Disturbed.
The forcible entry version.
Oh no, not that one. Good grief, not that one. the wasn't it Disturbed? I think
it was Disturbed.
That's my favorite one.
That's the one I got playing on 2K.
Yeah, that music was hard as fuck. That music was hard. I was like, yo, hey, he in his bag with this one, but honey, who you choosing?
Come on, honey. I think Mary Ann went with me on this too. I think she decided the same ones.
I was there.
Thank you, Mary.
Oh, honey, you gotta give it to us.
I was there though.
It's okay to pick the one you want to pick. Where you going?
Come on.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Daniel Bryan and Kofi gotta go. That hurts my soul. Oh.
Well, again, you know,
Black History Month. This is awful.
Y'all did that on Black History Month. That's
this is terrible.
And you know, I guess I gotta go into the bus with y'all on this one. Because let me tell you why The Rock and Stone Cold can go.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Anything memorable about that match then? That's it.
No, that was a good match, Will. Like that match.
Man.
Compared to their last one in Seattle, I'll take that one over this one.
Ooh,
Yo, in Seattle, that was what a clip.
I don't know.
What a cinema clip at? Where that last one in Seattle? Oh my goodness.
Cinema.
When The Rock put on Stone Cold's vest,
that was good.
The Rock battle, like, yo.
But it wasn't much to that one though. Like it was like it was just.
What you mean? That was Stone Cold's last match.
We didn't know it at the time.
Yes, we did.
No, we did. We didn't know that was going to be.
I wouldn't put that match as the best. But I would.
Out of the three?
No, their first one.
I can have that debate.
No, their first one was probably the best for me.
Yeah.
What was it? 15?
15.
15.
15 was fire.
That's
Like
where
I
the
said,
super stunner came out of play with the Rock.
17, like I said, 17 was good. 17 was good. Don't get me wrong. But
17 wasn't good. 17 was fucking great.
Okay. It was good. As I said.
It was good.
Again, I can process of elimination this better than y'all. Like y'all tied into this, and so
you wrong. You wrong for this. These are the last words I have for you for this week's One Has to Go. Like,
but I don't.
You raggedy bitch. You raggedy bitch.
Oh, would you look at? Oh wait! Oh, Unfortunately.
You still gotta go up and down too.
Yeah, man.
Oh
no. Why?
Just because you played back. Just because you played back. Yeah, nah. For me, out of these, I'm never finna get rid of Kofi Mania just because of the storyline of how it happened. It was a story that wasn't supposed to happen.
You're right.
Happened. Like that's just like, and then with Daniel Bryan, and it's just like, yo. For two people who were never supposed to be there as the main event, that is something epic. That is something.
And then Vince brought back Brock and made it all for nothing.
Well, and that's why he's in court now. So there's karma for you. So you know what I'm saying? So
karma's gonna come back to you for making this, Will.
No, it isn't. I have made y'all stronger because of this. So no. Your decision skills are gonna be so much better now. Like, honey, you ain't gonna never not know what you want to eat because of this right here.
No, because the fact that we got to go up and down is even more fucked up than going horizontal.
It is so up and down is way easier.
It is not. It's worse.
All right. What if I just run all through them, or we just do them like that? Like
we'll do that for that one. But yes, for me, Rock and Austin can go. Sean. Like to your point, honey, never finna ever get rid of a Shawn WrestleMania match. And with Flair, when he was just
match, period.
When that man said, "I'm sorry and I love you," and he was like,
it was like watching the end of a Rocky movie, dog.
No, it was like watching Old Yeller get shot. I'm like, oh, look how they done done my boy. And
he needs some milk.
I say, oh, not mom. Look at they done done my boy.
There's so much emotion in that, man.
The fact he didn't even pin him like you normally pin him. That man caressed his head and pinned him. And said, I'm so sorry.
And you can see Flair crying, man.
Yes. And he was like, yo, them two you just can't get rid of. Rock and Austin again. It was a great match, so honey doesn't cut my head off. But the highlight of that is shaking hands with the devil. And if I'm being honest, I don't want to remember that shit.
Me neither. I hated that.
I don't want to remember it. So you could definitely get it out of here. I never wanted to see that happen. That broke my heart when I saw it. I was like,
the people sell out.
Did this go off doing that? Wait, it was like, yo, like
I remember going to bed mad.
Until Monday night, I spent all of Monday like, did y'all pay-per-view cut off early? Like, or was it just me? Because he started him after that, right? And I was like, dog.
Nope. I went to bed mad, man. Just mad. Rock lost.
You can get that. So I was like, that one can go. All right, up and down, Deonne, we're gonna start with you. Up and down. Bret Hart, Stone Cold, Razor Ramon, Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair.
That ladder match is amazing. And Shawn stays on the board, man. Bret and Steve are out.
Next one, Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker. The TLC match is 17. Rock versus Stone Cold.
This one hurts too because probably the greatest WrestleMania match of all time. Both 1 and 2 probably for me. If I had to list off this list, Rock and Austin are probably gone off this list. Off this one for me.
You're an attitude era child.
I mean, hey, that man is making his decisions. Okay.
Yeah, and my next one over here.
Yes.
Would have to go. Damn, again.
You
like Kofi and Daniel Bryan.
The shame of you right now. The shame of you right now.
Fucked up, man.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up right there, yo. Damn,
Dead wrong. You're
that's
dead
cold
wrong.
right there. That's cold right there,
It's a
bro.
damn lie.
Damn, you don't have no respect for the little guy. Damn, you are not for the people, is what you letting us know. You are not
That's a tough one, man. Steamboat.
Yeah, meanwhile, he calls himself the People's
people's
Nightmare.
nightmare, and you ain't for the people.
You fucking up the timeline, Deonne.
Steamboat and Macho Man are like still years.
I saw Black History Month.
That's two times. Two times.
Two times.
Two times.
I'm done, man. I'm
He
done.
said, I don't want to talk no more.
I got no other explanations.
All right, honey, it's your turn. I'm not even gonna go with the first list. We're gonna go from the other side. So
I don't even. I think I should be exempt from the first list.
I know. We didn't say that. No,
Why
definitely.
not?
Why? Why should you?
Because
Hey, Mike, that's a good barbecue to be invited to. I mean, he's in an interracial marriage as well.
And I'm gonna lie, Cody looked like he might be fire on that grill. Like, Cody gonna have tomahawk steaks up there. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Even this dog gonna be eating good. So that's not a bad barbecue to go to. Ricky Steamboat, Undertaker versus Triple H, Coffee Mania. One gotta go.
all right, this is the part where I get rid of Steamboat and Macho Man.
That's
I can't do Kofi like that twice. I was there for that shit.
That's a
And I'm not, yeah, and y'all know
Maybe
y'all know I'm not touching Undertaker and Triple H. So
that is a safe and accurate choice right there. Undertaker and Shawn, the TLC match, Rock versus Austin. One guy.
this is the one where I go twice. TLC match, bye.
That was match of the night, man.
You
On the
listen
back card.
and you judge internally.
Somebody
Okay,
don't
sorry.
like tables. That's all.
I let my inside voice out.
somebody don't like tables. That's all I'm throwing out there. We obviously didn't like the table era. Is what she's letting us know.
I did love the TLC era, but if I'm picking,
I mean,
you got the top guys in the Attitude Era against the top tag teams. I'm going with the Mount Rushmores.
Okay. Last and not least, and this is why you got to pick because of that.
This is fucked up.
Bret and Austin, Razor and Shawn, or Shawn and Flair. Woo!
Come on, man. Sean.
Yeah, the fact the statement made of I'm never getting rid of a Shawn match.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the clip right there.
Pyro behind me. That's all I need, right?
That's the WrestleMania.
The showstopper. The main event. Man, Kid went out there and gave you 2 cinematic matches, man.
Y'all are some mean motherfuckers. You know that? Y'all are mean.
Shawn Michaels' gear alone wins.
I can't believe this. Jeffrey, right? Diabolical is the word. Absolutely.
Oh, Shawn.
I think King. No, thanks.
Come on, honey. Come on.
What you picking?
I can't believe this shit.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's all right.
Let the darkness flow through you, honey.
Completely fine.
Execute Order 66. Do it.
This is a tough decision because, as everyone here knows, my undying love for both Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. However, I am a woman of my word, and I said what I said. I'm not getting rid of a Shawn Michaels match, but it breaks my heart, all pun intended, that I have to get rid of Bret and Austin.
Get it out of here.
And ain't you finna beat Bret too? That's wild.
Shut up.
Run this clip. I'll cut it.
Shut
I'll
your
cut
mouth, Councilman. You will do something You will do something for me, and that is know your role and shut your mouth.
I will be honest on this one. Off is the direction I definitely can fuck with it. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That is definitely like, yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that.
That is probably one of the hardest decisions I've ever made. But
It's okay.
there was just always something about Sean that always had a one up on Brett for me too, which was always why it was a hard decision between them for me. But
you knew who to put your money on, and that's okay. There ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
those are iconic matches.
Which is why it was a tough choice. I'm going with the same. You can get that Brett Stone Cold matchup out of here real quick. Once again, Austin and Rock can go. We're gonna pull this clip up and say, "You ain't getting no autograph."
Listen, he better. It's fucking paid for. Damn it, nah, nah,
Get
man.
one for me and have him write to Goldberg's biggest fan.
It's only for today, man. It's only for today.
Only for today.
Based on these pictures here that Councilman has lovingly provided us for this wonderful segment today.
She made the right choice.
Doesn't
I
make
get
me
it.
any less of a Bret Hart lover or fan, because Bret Hart to me will always be the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
So the purpose of our one has to go now is to be as destructive as we can to the wrestling world. Got it.
Well, apparently I'm banned.
I came with a light one the last time. Hey, let's pick the one title has to go.
I'd rather a blind five than deal with this shit. This kind of fucking torture. This is bullshit.
But I think y'all both did such an incredible job.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean,
Yes.
given our circumstances, we did what we could.
Y'all chose the right choices in all of these, except Coffee Mania. I don't know how you're gonna deal with that during Black History Month.
Deonne chose that twice, so
Twice, twice, not once.
that's like you know, that's like when you talking about Tom Brady and shit. Like Tom Brady's the GOAT, yeah, but Eli Manning beat you in the Super Bowl twice.
Eli's a trump card. I beat him twice when it mattered.
That man said twice he can go. Oh shit! I thought he was
Black
at least
History
gonna
Month.
say, I at least thought he was gonna say Ricky Steamboat and Macho.
Like that's too much, man.
He went twice with it. You can get caught.
Nah, I had to give Ricky and Macho a chance because that match
for that time.
that match was so 5-star. So
Come on,
5-star.
Safety, stop that.
Dion Ruckus.
Damn die.
La-di-da. La-di-da-di-da.
If it ain't the N-word or the lucky N-word contest, I bet you they think the sun shine out your ass.
Oh my goodness, man.
Woo.
Good
Yeah.
job, Councilman. Good job. Well done. You've broken us.
Hey man, that's how y'all.
You're still my tag team partner, though. It's gonna take a lot more than that to break us. We're
Exactly. This just made y'all stronger. That's it. It just made you stronger in your decision making in life.
I'm next, right? For one has to go, I believe.
Yeah, you
Good.
are next.
Very good. Perfect. Wonderful.
She gonna pick everything with Roxanne Perez. Watch. One gotta go. Roxanne when she won the title. Roxanne when she won the title the second time. Roxanne winning the breakout of the year. Next one gotta go. Roxanne being the longest Royal Rumble.
Nia Jax winning Queen of the Ring. Tiffy Time successfully cashing in her money in the bank.
I'm just gonna figure out so I can win some points back. Gonna have like all black wrestlers and like 2 white wrestlers.
What gotta go? Coffee Godfather of the Blue Blazer. What you picking, Will? That I will not participate in. Which one you choose?
Man, but Owen was invited to the cookout.
Oh man.
Okay. So now let's jump into NXT Vengeance Day.
I will say that was the worst one has to go ever.
Probably, yeah.
Maybe not the worst, the most torturous. That was very tough. I don't think I've had to make tough decisions like that in a long time.
That's all I'm helping y'all do. It's the All right, that was it. Y'all gonna feel better about it when y'all done the rest of the day. Y'all gonna be like, I needed that.
I might be a little late, but your shirt says George 316.
Yeah. Okay. Real quick
Oh,
story.
you never got to explain that to you. Oh,
No, yeah. So real quick story. First WrestleMania I ever went to was Dallas, like the recent one. What was 39? 38?
Pat
39?
McAfee, Vince.
Yeah.
KO
Cody's return, that one.
Nice.
That
Wow.
was the first one I went to, and I always wanted to take my dad with me, but he passed away a few years ago. Like we watched wrestling all the time together, like Monday nights. Like that's the latest I could stay up during the week growing up, but Mondays were great. And his name was George, and I always wanted to take him when I always wanted to go to one with him. So me and my wife went to 38, and we made these shirts for him. So it's George 316, and on the back,
that's so sweet.
It has, yeah. So
We
that has like Austin Skull.
Having a beer wish you were here. Nice.
Yeah. So that's why we made these, and I sort of wear that to a few events every now and then, just because I want him there with me for it. So I took him to a WrestleMania with me. So.
Oh, I'm glad I asked. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, no problem.
Nice story.
I always love when you rock that shirt because yeah.
He was there with me, man. We got to hear the glass break together. That was great. No Goldberg. He's the reason I like Goldberg too. That was his man.
And y'all got the nerve to always try to say wrestling is the F word. Be like, man, fuck out of here.
No, man.
That's just real to me, man.
It's real, and it gives us
realer than your life. I'll tell you that.
Gives us moments like these, like got
a break in coming.
Oh,
and for when our other little guy shows up,
we
got that for so we're
cute and teeny tiny.
Come on, man. Hey, man, come on, man. You about to
shut up, Deonne.
Come on, man. Okay, man. Don't be surprised when it's like that, man.
I didn't know it was coming. My wife just threw it in there.
Man, come on, man.
That is gonna be so cute. I can't wait for those pictures.
Right, I cannot wait for him to just.
That is so cute.
You gotta have
awesome.
a beer in your hand, and he gotta have the little milk right there.
We'll put it in a koozie.
Yep.
Put milk in the koozie.
What? And Deon's gonna have a beer. They're gonna have a beer bath and the milk bath.
Yep. Be like, it's non-alcoholic, y'all, so they don't know nobody coming.
Yeah. Please don't. Yeah.
I'm a great father. But let's talk about it, man. NXT Vengeance Day is also happening today. Like I said, if you are a wrestling fan, you are about to be jam-packed with phenomenal matches on the WWE side and the AEW side. So it's a great day to be a wrestling fan. And so I want to get our predictions for tonight's card as well. We got Javon Evans taking on Ethan Page. Javon Evans has been medically cleared to take on Ethan Page. Who's walking out the victor?
Man, I think this is a good one for Ethan Page again. Like, I don't know. Did y'all see his videos on Instagram? Why does he look like AI to me? Like, have y'all seen that? Go back and watch. Wait.
The AI prototype.
I thought it was fake at first. Until I saw it was NXT. Go back and look at that last post. It was an Instagram post for NXT. It started out with him, and I swear like an AI picture. But anyway,
I'm not going to unsee that. I'm not going to unsee that now because you said that.
There you go.
But no,
Shit.
I think that's pretty. I think this one's going to be a pretty dope match too. But Ethan Page, man, he's been killing in NXT since he's been there, and Evans has some more room for growth there in NXT. But yeah, I got Ethan Page in this one.
Damn, Deonne. Wow.
Honey, your pick?
I am going to go with the young OG, Javon Evans. He's on his quest for vengeance. I think Ethan Page has a receipt coming. I also think that there might be not necessarily some help, but maybe a little bit of a distraction to throw the all ego Ethan Page off. and I think that might have something to do with a man named Ricky Starks.
Already.
Well, hell yeah, they just threw him on the TV this past Tuesday. I was like, well, shit.
That man he had no music. He just walked out.
Walk the fuck out. Was like, what up?
They
I'm
played
here.
the NXT theme song when he left. That's how you know they ain't got his shit.
Wait, did they really?
Yeah, they played the NXT theme song when he walked off.
Yeah.
I was wow.
No.
So my pick, I'm also gonna go with Javon Evans. I think it's just he needs, like you said, honey, he needs to clock that receipt.
Yep.
And especially I could be wrong about this, but he it's been a while since he's gotten a victory, and I think he needs to.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, and you don't want the young OG to lose his steam. You know, he was on a very fast rise coming on in, but now I think they put us in a situation where they made us really, really invested, you know, with our emotions in him, and he's definitely the future for NXT. So I think like we agreed, Ethan Page, you got a receipt coming. Watch that pretty smile of yours.
Mm-hmm. I do too. People's Nightmare. What was your choice? I think.
Ethan Page. Yeah.
Page? Yeah. I know. I see it. So, but I think this will be one of the highlights of the night. Will be between
Kofi Kingston, Javon Evans. Like, damn, Deonne.
Oh wow! Come on. Okay, yeah. I changed my pick.
I'm messing with you, man. I'm messing with you. You pick it. What you pick is what you pick. I don't want to sway nobody's pick. I was just messing with you, bro.
She's coming to the dark side. I look mad now.
That execute order.
Trick Williams. Trick Williams
had me dying though.
Trick Williams.
Yeah, Trick Williams.
It was like Trick Williams. Trick Williams. Before anybody say nothing. First of all, a strap match during Black History Month is wild. First and foremost.
Whoa.
Let's start there.
Black History Month, right?
And an indigenous person.
Yeah, right. I was just gonna say hello.
Black History Month.
Wrong. Dead wrong.
That's gonna be a lot.
It's ludicrous, is what it is.
That's gonna be a lot to take in.
But
we already know who Deonne's choosing.
That's so wild, man.
That's wild, bro. That is so wild.
Did we?
Did
nobody think about
wait,
that?
Deonne, who'd you pick again?
Did nobody think of that?
Yeah, that was like, wait, this much you want to do that?
Deonne, who you pick again?
Block is in March, right?
Trick Williams.
Okay, you picked Trick Williams. Okay.
Honey, who are you picking?
I'm definitely picking Trick Williams. Trick Williams, I know that this Trick Williams is going to be different than we've ever seen before because this is against someone who has costed him an opportunity. And when you get in Trick Williams' way, and as we've seen many times, when you're in Trick Williams' way of what he wants to get back, which is his title, you're going to see some very ugly sides of him. And the fact that he ain't even used the words whoop that trick, he said, I'm whooping that ass. Yeah, he's pissed. So Trick Willie is going to be whipping that ass quite literally on Eddie Thorpe. He's my pick.
Yeah, I hope Trick Williams doesn't get fired for hate crimes. Either way, both of these are hate crimes. Even if whoever like this is wild. I don't know who booked this one, but for some reason, Eddie Thorpe wanted straps, and I don't know why he wanted straps, but I'm going with Trick Willie on this one. I think Eddie ain't gonna have nowhere to hide, especially with them being tied to each other in a strap match. And Trick is Trick better be the only one whooping somebody, and that's only because Eddie Thorpe brought the strap. So it better be if Trick is down and you hit this man in his back, we riding. We are rioting, Eddie Thorpe. We gonna be on your ass. But I think we're gonna see that side of Trick Willie that we've been looking for. Like, and besides losing the title, Eddie Thorpe being the reason as well. Like, this is what the name of the PLE is all about. This is one of the biggest vengeances we're gonna see here at the PLE. But I'm going with Trick Willie on this one. Now the tag team match: Fraxium versus whoever the other two dudes is.
That's Brooks Jensen and damn it, I don't want to say his name. I was gonna say, ain't you Tuesday Night Pharaoh? What the hell?
I thought that was Josh Briggs.
Excuse me. Yeah, I'm sorry, Josh Briggs. Not Brooks Jensen. I said
Trying to
Brooks
throw
Jensen.
stones at a glass
I
house.
went too fast. Sorry. Brooks Jensen. Josh Briggs.
Look at you. Look at it. See?
IWPG. No, his name is I don't want to say it wrong.
I don't know his name, but I know he was definitely there at Wrestle Noah. And they became good.
Here it is, Yoshiki Inamura.
What she said. This match, who's walking out as the tag team champions?
I love Fraxium, man. I know some people are getting tired of them, but
been tired.
I like them a lot.
I like them a lot.
See, totally uncalled for, man.
I'm messing with y'all, man. I'm making up for lost time. I haven't seen y'all in a while, you know.
Oh my goodness, who you going with, honey? You really gotta ask me.
Anybody but Fraxium, man. I'm done with them at this point. I'm gonna root against them every chance I get, and probably the one time I do root for them, if they still have these titles, they're gonna lose. Watch, but let's see some new blood with the belts.
As much as I do agree with that, I do want to see some new blood. I'm gonna have to stick with Fraxium as well. I think, they've definitely proven themselves. We've gotten past like the whole are they gonna break up, just break up, split them up. They deliver some good matches. So
and they
do.
Double duty in the last one.
They did. Yeah.
I became an even bigger fan of his. My man was out there, lights were on, but no one was home.
Yeah.
Last
one, yeah. And I just and the other reason why too, no disrespect to Briggs and the other one, but I want to see a solidified tag team beat Fraxium now. Like I want someone that is a legit tag team, not someone that just put it together. I want to see like a legit tag team, came in as a tag team, been doing their thing, take it away from Fraxium.
Who would that be for NXT at the moment? Is that anybody at NXT?
We still trying to build the tag team division up, but it's getting there. If I had to say, whoever has kind of like stuck themselves out of the pack a little bit is probably Hank and Tank.
It should have been.
Okay.
Y'all just said from the pack. That's the ones that has the popular vote as of right now.
But I was gonna say, whatever happened to Gallus? Gallus hasn't been around, but as far as like who I think could take it away from Fraxium, I think what's their name? Oh my god, Sean Spears' guys.
Oh yeah, Brooks Jensen, the one you was just saying.
Brooks Jensen and
and I think Nico is his name. I think it's Nico. I can't remember his full name. Yeah, nah, dude.
Nico's with the Don, isn't he?
Dang, I forget that dude's name. It'd be like, oh, that's his name every time I see him. It's one of those. But no, I would definitely see that. No, I take that back. So it don't need to be a like legit tag team. I would love to see Sean Spears do that. And take away Tony D'Angelo's North American title.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So this is one of the matches I know I'm looking forward to.
Stephanie Vicker.
Stephanie.
It's time. Yeah.
Stephanie Vicker. I'm sorry, Fallon Henley's run wasn't shit. No disrespect.
It helped put a little bit front and center. You know women's like it brought about separating. Separating from the pack. She did it enough with this title run, I feel like.
Yeah, the only problem is that she's in a group where they can't decide which one's the leader. So it's like she's a champion, but you make JC Jane do all the work.
It's the one with the champion, right? It's the champion who's the
leader,
right?
And mind you, JC Jane is technically the veteran in the group.
Yeah, and she's the one that's always on TV. She's the one that's always shining. She's the one that does majority of the talking. So it's just like kind of like no disrespect to Fallon, but it's like you're a transfer champion, and that's what they made you do. And which sucks though, because when you defend them, like, yo, this girl can go. So that's why I was just like, I didn't understand why she wasn't defending the title more and more when she with her having it. I'm like, because this girl is a fantastic.
Kehlani was defending it week after week.
So it's just like, why wasn't she in more feuds? Why was it more of fatal influence as the main feud than her being in feuds with other people.
Transitional champion.
Yeah, but they made her into that. And I don't think that's her fault. I think they made the storyline, and it is a ball drop because you made her a transitional champion when she could have been a great champion.
Stephanie finna walk up in there like,
Hey, sit the fuck down, Funaki.
give me that damn title.
Dark Angel's walking out with that belt tonight. If she don't, that's a problem. That is a problem. Deonne, who's your pick?
Oh, Stephanie for sure.
Oh, Stephanie.
Yeah, for sure.
Stephanie Vicker, Stephanie for sure.
Oh, that woman. Ooh, something about her. Just something about her. That aura she got, just
that Latina heat.
That's definitely what she be pumping out. That's definitely what she be pumping out. I forgot I posted something on my story. Oh, when she beat JC Jane and Fallon Henley was standing on the announce table, I was like, yo, my wife got to look at me like Stephanie was looking at that title. Oh, woo! I need a cigarette. Don't even smoke. Girl can't look at me like, don't look at me like that. Be like, so
you must be out your goddamn mind looking at me like that.
Work realm, or you want to get married here? Like, what will we doing?
Wherever.
Okay. I will dress up like Damian Priest if I need to, and just I love you, Stephanie.
All gas, no brakes.
Oh, I'm all gas, no brakes. Elbows up.
I need that as a clip. Elbows up. I need elbows up as a clip. That's good. That's funny.
All right, our next one.
Come on now. Deonne.
I don't know why it's like this.
Deonne, go first. Who are you picking?
Yeah, Deonne, who you going with?
Oh, really?
The ancestors are watching. Who you going with?
I'm going. No, I'm just kidding. It's Oba. Come on, man. You make that run.
Yeah, we're just checking.
Come on.
We just had to ask. We had to ask.
Because I think for this match, for Austin and Grayson, Waller to be here, I don't know. Just
if this was
off.
If there was anything of we just need to give the champ something to do till Stand and Deliver.
Let's get these two. Yeah.
That's what this match is.
We
needed the NXT championship defended. This is what we're going to give them.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm still waiting or hoping that Austin Theory sort of gets out of this and gets back on the track that he was on a few years, like 2 years ago.
I think this is where the breakup happens. I think this is where the breakup
happens.
It needs to, because Austin Theory is so talented, man. Like, he's super young. Granted, being Vince's boy wasn't the best for him, but
yeah, I remember this time on Evolve, and I was like, "Yo, this is the next one right here." And
he's insane, man. Like, and you can tell he has it's something there. We've already seen it, but yeah, I agree. This is like a match. Like, hey, let's get Oba to where we need to get him next. And then we probably kill two birds, one stone. Let's break this tag team up too.
Yeah. I see it.
It's only right. It's only right. Like, I need the ruler to tribal chief pin these mofos right here.
This is the makeup for the strap match.
Stack up, wash them, smash them, be done with it. You're the champion, and then Moose comes out.
We thinking that?
I want Moose. I'm going to keep demanding Moose on the air until it happens. I need Moose versus Oba Femi.
That music hit that whole stadium go erupt. Oh my God. Moose versus Oba.
Give it to me. Triple H, Sean, give me what I want. Give us what we want.
Give us what we want. Give it to me. Give it to me. Also, too, with them breaking up, I'm gonna be honest. Would not mind having Grayson and Austin back in NXT.
Not at all.
Would not mind them having a little run.
Not at all. And not for nothing. You have to give Oba a big moment because he had an amazing year last year. Stand and Deliver, had a big boy match with Josh Briggs and Dijak when he was still there for Stand and Deliver, and they had that triple threat match with that crazy triple power bomb thing that they did, which was absurd. Like, I need more moments of that. And given that Austin Theory and Grayson Waller have that similar agility and likeness in the ring, Oba's gonna be tossing these motherfuckers like a salad.
That's so,
okay.
That's so wild. We're thinking about like he's gonna stack them.
Yes.
Austin Theory beat John Cena at WrestleMania. Like that don't mean nothing no more.
This
Nope.
is the ruler.
That was under his daddy's regime, and his daddy ain't here no more.
That's just
That's so hard.
But Triple H is pretty much running it back to the point where he's like, all right, let me show you how this was really supposed to be. Austin Theory is gonna get his rightful run.
And if you think about it, them getting stacked just goes now to bruising Austin's ego because it's going to be Grayson's fault.
Right.
It's like, yo, you are being held back by Grayson.
And when those two go one-on-one,
Ridiculous.
that match is gonna be so good.
That's why I say I wouldn't mind NXT because I would like to see that at Stand and Deliver because I just don't know if they'll make that a WrestleMania. Worth it, but I don't think it's big enough for them to want to put it on the WrestleMania card. So, but yeah, we all in agreement. The ruler is this is just a snack for him. We needed the title to be defended. He was like, okay.
And you also considering how big his match was last year and how much he shined through all of that, through his title run as North American champion and everything since his arrival, breaking out as the NXT breakout star, rookie of the year at this point. But I think that when we get to this Stand and Deliver, we need to find a very tough opponent for Oba, and there's no better way to pull the trigger on having Moose with that crossover. You know what I mean? Like
that's it.
Isn't Moose the X Division champion still?
Mm-hmm. But he can lose that by Stand and Deliver. If need be. Yeah.
Not for nothing. If they both have it though, that would be crazy.
Yeah, both of them
be so good.
Remember that picture I put up? Remember I said that.
That X Division Championship on NXT soil and continuing to solidify that partnership.
I said Oba need a double title. I was like, yo, 2-belt Oba.
We need a Keith Lee moment for Oba.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah.
But now this one. Who?
Baby.
You want to talk about a video game match? Roxanne, Cora Jade, Bailey, all going after the NXT Women's Champion, Julia. Fatal 4-way match.
Man.
Who's walking out as the NXT Women's Champion?
Julia retains.
I'm leaning there, honey, because I think we'll get more Roxanne and Bailey without a title, obviously. Man, how many times Bailey's been NXT Women's Champion? A few times. Wait. Was it twice?
I think once.
Just once. There's not a lot of double champions during that time, or 2-time champions.
No, I think it's only 4.
Okay.
Yeah. Charlotte, Roxanne, Shayna, and who else?
Becky? No, not Becky. Asuka? No, not Asuka.
No, Asuka went straight through because it's one more. Is it Mandy?
Oh, it might be Sasha.
Oh,
it might be Sasha.
Might be Sasha.
Perhaps. But for this one, I think Julia retains. I think it's going to be one hell of a match because, again, there's storylines within this thing, too. And you can tell that they're putting stock behind Roxanne to be the next person up.
Yeah.
And that's the fact that she's working with Bailey just shows how much they have behind her, investing into Roxanne. So,
it's just 3. It was just 3. Yeah,
just 3.
Roxanne.
Okay. But yeah, I'm picking Julia for this one. Should be good though. I'm glad Bailey's using at least I think she did the Bailey to belly as a finisher. Just bring that back as your finisher. I don't like that rose plant thing, man. It
take too long to set up.
Yeah.
Well, you might as well just RKO him if that's the case. Like,
I love the Bailey to belly, man, or the belly. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I think Julia retains. I think Bailey and Roxanne will come eventually, but I think first we need to make sure we put a pin on Roxanne and Cora. And And I think that stems from this match because I feel like we got to have Roxanne versus Cora by stand and deliver. Two former best friends, vying for the same opportunity, same thing. It's going to be pretty much Roxanne passing the torch to her friend, and Cora's going to hold it down in NXT, try to go after a title shot later on. Bailey will be waiting on SmackDown for Roxanne. So with all of those, with all the low, with
Roxanne on Raw.
excuse me, Raw. Yeah, with all of those stories being in place, I feel like Julia will retain and will find a very worthy opponent next up for her.
She's got a lot of them.
I know. It's been a very painful day, so join the club.
Oh, it wasn't painful at all. I know Roxanne not winning this. She got Mania on the mind.
Yeah, I mean, she could be at Mania instead.
She's the greatest woman wrestler alive right now. Like she's two-time NXT Women's Champion. We don't need
Iron Woman of the 2025 Royal Rumble.
Iron Survivors Challenge at NXT. Like we've done what we've needed to do.
Done it all.
The one I think everybody's sleeping on, is Cora Jade.
Really? You think she'll sneak this thing?
This might be Cora's moment. And even to what you just said, honey, imagine Roxanne going to stand and deliver against Cora as the champ.
And that's her former friend. I think that, you know what, that's a good, yeah. But then what do you do with Julia?
Yeah, because that's going to be tough. Because
we built her up to be this top NXT star.
And here's my thing.
In the fatal 4-way, though.
But here's my thing. Julia has not been the focal point at all since she's been champion. Boza pointed that out to me during the watch along, and I have to agree with him. Like everything has been about everyone else but her. We haven't really had her do promos. We haven't really seen who was going to be her real next opponent. Even when they did this and Charlotte came out, she was not the focal point. So as much as I love seeing her as champion, it has been a soft start for her as the NXT Women's Champion. And again, I would have said, like I've said before, I don't think it was the right time to put that strap on her. I think she should have put in a little, I think they should have let her run the ropes a little bit more and some more feuds before trying to crown her with that.
Well, Cora Jade is also going to be playing around with TNA as well, because doesn't she have something going on with Masha Slamovich right now?
Yeah, but Masha has a better representation there as that, and I think TNA is a good working for Cora to get her stride back, rather than being the fall guy every time like she was on NXT. Because think about it, Cora just pinned Bayley. And again, I've been talked about that story not being finished. As much Professor was like, nah, because of this, I told y'all before that Cora and Roxanne story still got to be there. And it makes it even now bigger if Cora has the title.
Yeah.
Roxanne turns
put a cap on that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now we have that as stand and deliver, the thing we've been waiting for. And then that's what is crowned. And once again, Cora don't have to have a long run. That's the beauty about it as well. Cora just needs to have finally been able to have her moment because she was a part of the 2.0 era and we got rid of that. So as much as I want Julia to shine, Cora Jade has definitely made her reasoning to show why she may stand tall in that match.
Makes sense.
So, man, I'm gonna go with Julia retains, but my overall pick is gonna have to be Cora.
Yeah.
But from a money standpoint, I don't see them not having Julia in the stand and deliver picture. So
but the thing is, if she were to lose this, she lost in a fatal 4-way. She doesn't have to get pinned for this one.
She doesn't.
So there's still like a protection of her within this match.
Very true.
So
got a Williams situation.
Mm-hmm. So I think if she loses it or Cora loses it and that title goes on to, be defended against Roxanne. I don't think it hurts Julia. It's just like, where do we put her?
But even also too, we could get we still have Roadblock, so we can get Roxanne and Cora at Roadblock.
God, I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah, and then give us Julia and Cora as Stand and Deliver.
Yep.
Because there's still a lot of bad blood between her and Julia.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot about Roadblock, man.
Yeah, because you got to remember, this is Roxanne's exit. So Roxanne doesn't have to do Stand and Deliver.
This is the victory lap here, man.
Yeah, this is the victory lap. Then we moving on to Monday Night Raw.
Pop Rock City.
Look,
Monday Night Pop Rocks.
Man, Pop Rock Mania? Come on now.
How old is she, by the way?
23.
Wild.
3 years old, bro.
Wild.
And Tiffany's around the same age, or if not a little older, like what, 24, 25?
I think a tad bit. I think she's like 26.
My goodness.
Yeah. And so Cora. Cora, I think, is a year younger than Roxanne.
Welcome to the future. It's beautiful.
Yeah. I feel so old.
I feel you.
My nephew hit me up the other day. He was like, what's that old cartoon with like the babies that used to be talking and they had like the little dinosaur car? I was like, I'll fuck you up. That old show,
Rugrats. You call Rugrats an old show?
You remember that old show with the babies that was in the little car, the little dinosaur car, and they was
Reptar?
I was like, where your mom at?
That old show.
That first Rugrats video game was revolutionary, man.
I said, look here, I ain't never had the urge to want to kick a child.
Get your ass out of here.
I said, but your son signing up for it. I wanted to Seth Rollins double stomp my nephew. I was like, look here, y'all gonna stop with this disrespect, okay? You little younglings are gonna stop with this disrespect. It's gonna be an Anakin Skywalker situation in this bitch.
Boy, the worst part is that little kid jumped when he turned that lightsaber on, man.
Oh my God, that part still makes me like my stomach turn. I feel so bad.
What's funny is somebody
shout out to that little boy.
Somebody convinced me, and I knew it wasn't true, but someone convinced me. They said, "Yo, if you go watch it again, you see one of the black Jedis in the back run off."
No,
I said, "No, it's not." I said, "That shit ain't true." He said, "I'm telling you." I said, "Watch right in the back." He says, "A little black one that just do this and walk away." And I looked, it ain't there, but I was like, for the longest, I was like, wait.
No.
He said, "I'm telling you," that dude walked off. He saw that lightsaber cut on and walk. He knew the assignment.
Boy, that little kid jumped.
Oh man. But that's our Vengeance Day. We got one more story I just want to bring up, and then we'll get to our shooting the ish, because we also got to get something set up for later on this evening. And I already know the $1 million TK is called, because I'm sure she's looking for the call sheet. But I wanna know. There was something that came up on the Twitter space, and a statement was made that Jeff Hardy said let me quote this in the best way. Had he have been able to take advantage of his full capabilities in the 20s and in his 20s and his 30s, we know what we're referring to with Jeff's past and what he's had to deal with up here, that he would have been as big as John Cena is today. Now I want to know from y'all, would Jeff Hardy be GOAT status like John Cena today if the path he had chosen today been more of a straight and narrow one and was a full focus?
Dude, it's hard for me not to think that he's right, because those pops that he would get on a weekly basis. And when he won that title, how crazy that was. You still had kids coming to shows dressed like Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy was like playing a video game, man. He was that first video game character in WWE. And if he had, didn't have so many vices or demons at the time, Jeff Hardy was one of the most popular superstars on the roster, man. I think he could have had a good run as being at the level of John Cena. Because we didn't think this picture right here would ever happen with Jeff Hardy. Like, at least I never saw it.
It never popped in my head like that. No.
It was
world
one of those
champion.
moments like Kofi Mania, like wasn't supposed to happen, but it did.
But it happened multiple times too. Because
Yeah,
World Heavyweight Champion, WWE Champion, I think twice. It happened a couple of times.
But like people will go crazy for Jeff when he comes.
Still do,
right? I just think, when we saw his story from being like a jobber all the way to that.
Mm-hmm.
The TLC matches had great matches. I do think he could have been on that level if the straight and narrow path was taken.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that's not the story for everybody, but
it's not. But
he does have a good following still. Like Jeff Hardy's like a cult now.
Yeah.
Like it's like if you like him, you love him, and when he shows up to the party, you're all for it, man.
Mm-hmm. Honey, your thoughts? If Jeff Hardy would have been on the straight and narrow, would he be as big as John Cena is today?
Yes. Yes. And I think he would have also come up with a lot of different versions of himself. I mean, we've seen a lot of different versions of Jeff Hardy, like in this, universe and space in his career. But if he was on the straight and narrow, this would have definitely been a very well thought out kind of character. He could have really dug into being a villain in a lot of cases. Maybe that, that Joker to Cena's Batman, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like he could have really had a cool, maybe not cool. I mean, not that he wasn't cool already. Jeff Hardy was always cool, but I just feel like it would have been a lot more, impactful and a lot more, iconic run if he kind of went in that Sting route, that protagonist, antagonist, or that vigilante kind of character as well. I think Jeff definitely would have been as big as John Cena. He could have, yeah, for sure.
Let me explain why that shit would have never happened.
Come on, man.
Really? You got no imagination today.
No. It has nothing to do with him. I don't think Vince would have made that happen.
Oh, well.
I think there's certain eras that we went through, Jeff wouldn't survive. Jeff would not have survived the PG era and the reality era because of how they were moving and how the times they were going. Because of Jeff's creativity, they would have put him in a box. They would have pigeonholed him from really being who he was. And I think they would have saltered his product. And that's the thing, because if you look at all the creativity he has had from the Willow and everything like that, I could see them really knocking down Vince knocking down that character. Because if you think about during the John Laurinaitis eras, you had no charismatic person like Jeff Hardy.
No,
we didn't have characters like that. We didn't have folks like that moving around. Like hell, even Undertaker had to come back as a dead man.
Right.
And the Sage Point, he was a risk taker, and it was like that era had passed now. And so I don't think they would. I think what would have mainly happened. He'd have hit a Stardust moment.
Oh,
he would have had to have left like he did. I think it would have still turned into the way it would have turned into because of the management, not Jeff.
Yeah, and even during this time, Jeff was better on the microphone than he had been while he was running as champion. Because before he wasn't that great on it. He had his up and downs, but
rarely talked.
Put this strap on him.
Mm-hmm. He was built to be a champion. Yeah, he was built to be a champion. Yes. But I think creative would have failed him. And that's why I think it would have still played out the way it played out now, just not so many of the demons and vices he would have had to face. But I think creative would have failed him to not turn him into John. Because it'd have been hard to package him. Like, I don't know about him going into the acting roles. Like, as much as him and Taker went, like Jeff Hardy versus The Rock, that'd have been a hard match to sell from a Vince McMahon side. Me, I'd have loved to seen that shit.
Yeah, because I'm thinking you're right. Because now I'm thinking like the path that John Cena had. Let me insert Jeff Hardy into these positions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He had great chemistry with CM Punk. That was an amazing rivalry.
Yeah.
But it's like, do you get the full on crossover appeal that you would get with a Cena with a Jeff Hardy?
And that's what you have to start considering.
We still selling merch though. We're still selling merch.
Oh, yeah, we still there.
But do you get that overall impact that Cena had? That's tough. Like that's even his stuff was unprecedented, man. So it's kind of hard to put somebody else in those shoes and say like, hey, could you do this?
Yeah. And that's the reason. That's the only reason why I said, did he have the capability to do it? Absolutely would have. But I think there's so many elements there that would have been against him to where it would have, if anything, probably sent him down that path that he had, that we saw him go on. Yeah, just because of
like
the fact,
getting into Hollywood and doing movies.
Trying to do TV shows, trying to sell these things, and it's just like, okay, like, you know, are we still doing the face paint era? And it's like, well, no, we want you to move like this now. No, we want you to do this. We want you to go here now. We want you to move like this thing. When he won these championships, it was because he was popular and over with the fans. He had respect of the wrestlers. But now when you get to the creative and the media side, would he have been able to capitalize like John? And again, I think a lot of from the creative standpoint and from the business side of it, I think they would have failed him. So that's just, so again, do I agree he could have been as big as John? I think he had the potential to.
Yeah, that's the word, potential.
Yeah. But I still think the route that was even still taken with Jeff of where he's went, where he's been, I think that still would have happened because you would have needed to leave WWE at one point to be able to get into the creative enigma that you became. Because think about it, we wouldn't have got Broken Matt Hardy had Matt Hardy not left.
No.
And that's one of his greatest roles.
Yeah.
And we already know, if you think about it, Vince would have never let him run with that.
Matt, what was Matt when he went single? Mattitude, was that it?
Attitude.
Version 2.0.
Oh,
version 1 or something like that.
Yeah.
I love that. Boy, I love that. That entrance with the internet box, like the Windows Media box. So good. It was skipping.
Pass.
But right there it was like
Pass.
That's Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yes.
Oh,
I'd rather broken Matt Hardy.
Yeah, all day. And imagine Willow. Like Willow probably would have never happened to WWE. They'd have never gave us Willow.
Nah, they're keeping him just like this.
And then at that point, this would have gotten stale, especially with the new superstars that started to come in.
Yeah, so Shannon Moore was a part of it. Yeah, Shannon Moore was his MFer, a Matt follower.
Yep. That's when we got him in the MVP run and them as tag team champions.
Oh God.
For MVP's entrance, man.
Yes.
The tunnel, the fire,
the
smoke. Man had a full NFL entrance. Team entrance for him.
The biggest contract acquisition signed ever. I'm like, he had
a team entrance for one person. Like,
but
imagine.
But again, with that, they failed him.
They did.
Because he should have been a champion. He should have been a WWE champion.
He should have been. You're right.
Because him and Booker would have had fantastic rivalries with each other.
Well, you look between that whole time too, like who was coming up with like Jeff and John. Like Carlito was in that mix, you know, like Randy obviously, but there was like a lot of young talent at the time for this new generation of WWF or WWE that I don't know, they just stay middle of the card somehow.
Their gimmicks failed them during this time. Like Carlito was great, but you kept sending him around the apple. It's like, yo, just let Carlito wrestle. Like Carlito was a great wrestler.
Carlito's Cabana.
Yeah, like I love Carlito, but it didn't need the whole like y'all centered around him spitting an apple in somebody's face. And it's like, yo, but this dude can wrestle.
He can go, yeah.
Same thing with Shelton Benjamin. Like, it's like, oh,
True.
he's the gold standard. It's like, yo, bro, him and Shawn Michaels still had one of the most memorable matches on Monday Night Raw ever.
On a Raw.
Till this
Raw.
day.
To this day. And it's like, but
I-
y'all slipped on it. Y'all didn't know what to do.
That match, I absolutely love the commentary, man. Like King and JR were on point with that one.
That's one of the Raws I would have loved to have been at live in person.
Oh, to see that? To see that ending too?
Yes. That's one of those, like, I wish I'd have been in the arena.
JR, it's academic. 1, 2, 3.
That's-
King yelling.
Yes. So, but we want to know in the comments from y'all, how do y'all feel about that? Could Jeff Hardy has been as big as John Cena had he stayed on the straight and narrow? Let us know your predictions about AEW's Grand Slam, NXT Vengeance as well. Both of those are coming out today. It is a great day to be a wrestling fan. Make sure you check that out. Also, how you feel about the selections of champions that will be facing the Royal Rumble winners. We won't bring up one has to go just for Honey's PTSD sake. We will not mention that. But as y'all know, we always get into shooting the shit afterwards. We're gonna kind of keep it a little not short, but we're not gonna go as long because we do got another show that we got to shoot later that we cannot wait for y'all to see because Kayfabe is getting bigger and we are glad that y'all are rocking with us. But before we get out of here, I want to let my esteemed hosts always be able to let y'all know where y'all can follow and support them. We're gonna let the People's Nightmare go first since he does not support Black History Month, obviously.
Or Kofi Mania.
Or Coffee Mania.
Oh man. Yeah. All-Star Fandom Show on Instagram, on TikTok. Over on YouTube as well.
You could feel the shame in his voice.
Follow me.
Follow me if you want to. After this one, I don't know if you really want to. But just did a Captain America review. Saw that this week. We went a little long on that one, but Bill apparently he chimed in on the chats for that one too. But that's up. Continuing our fandom of love. Know how Valentine's was yesterday, but we got one more episode coming tomorrow. Not tomorrow, next week, with greatest movie covers.
Jeffrey.
No, I will not do that. I will not do that, Jeffrey. I will not agree with that, sir. I refuse. No, I will not. I will not do that, sir.
I don't know how I regain this, man, or I don't know how I recover.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
There'll be a moment in time, I'm sure, where you're gonna have to redeem yourself.
I'm sure.
Where your back will be against the wall and you'll know exactly what decision to make.
Yes.
Trust me, if I could get through it, you could get through it too, Deonne.
I appreciate the support.
Just don't
here.
forget my
That's
one
good.
has to go is next.
Because the chat is lighting me up. So what else I was saying? Yeah, fandom of love stuff. We have iconic superhero couples, iconic TV couples, and iconic movie couples coming out next week. And then for March, a little project where we're going to be working on, since it's March Madness for basketball. We're going to be doing a similar bracket where we're talking about, we're making a bracket for fandoms. So your DC, your Marvels, your Star Wars, your Star Trek, whatever your fandom might be, we're going to do like a 16 fandom bracket for the month. So that should be fun. But yeah, other than that, again, All-Star Fandom show everywhere. Like I said, man, after this episode, if you want to follow me, I appreciate it. Love the support.
Honey, where can they follow and support you?
You can always find me supporting all things Kofi Media at least once.
I thought you were gonna be like, I support Black businesses.
And that too. I also support staying centered. Maybe Deonne, you could use one of these. It'll help you focus properly.
Are we done
Brought
here,
to
man?
you by brought to you by our very own boss lady.
Ooh.
Butter massage candles. But yeah, you guys can find me here Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays with the WWT Live crew. You can also find me for Honey Night SmackDown Watch Along, except for last night, of course. Every Saturday with the Kayfabe Podcast and all things wrestling with Honey on the socials.
Y'all can find me Y'all can find me here. Apparently banned from doing One Has to Go anymore. So I'll be doing, I guess, the blog.
Speaking of band, we gotta get Sage D up out of here.
No, how she said it with her head cocked to the side. Mine's is next week. I'm like, oh Lord.
Yeah, but we talking about band. We gotta get Sage D up out of here. He's got to go.
Just ready.
Sage D, you're no longer welcome back on the Kayfabe Podcast.
So trust them over yonder. No, so big it'll make you wonder.
Are we done? We're done, right?
I know.
Deonne just wants to get the fuck up out of here.
I just want to go. I just want to go eat some barbecue. I don't want to be here no more. But make sure we always shoot the ish afterwards. So thank y'all for checking out the podcast. If you are live with us, stick around for a little bit. We're just gonna be shooting the ish in a little bit and chatting and stuff. So stay tuned with us. Keep rocking. Like I said, we're gonna try to keep it brief just because we got to get ready for another show. I think in like 3 hours, like 3.5 hours. So we got that plus wrestling to watch. So it is an impactful Saturday, but we still want to make sure we keep it dedicated with y'all. So thank you for tuning in, rocking with us. We'll be back for a sec, but for those that are watching, appreciate y'all checking it out. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment on this video. Make sure you follow and support my co-host as well, All-Star Fandom Wrestling with Honey. Like those predictions that Honey put out, like those clips that Deonne is putting out with All-Star Fandom. They do incredible work, as well as my strand of a comic book stuff, since Instagram only want us to share bullshit and don't be letting our put our content out to the world. So we need y'all to be able to support, comment, and get that stuff going so we can keep doing what we're doing. But we will catch y'all next week. Peace.
That beat is so fire.
Yes. Now y'all know I'm ready to talk my shit, right?
Go ahead, talk your shit. What we talking?
I'm talking about Captain America.
They talking about nothing. What they talking about? They talking about nothing.
I'm talking about Cap. I'm talking about Cap right now. So y'all know I synced it.
I know you saw it.
The commercial, the trailer.
Nah, I went synced the movie.
Oh, you seen it?
Yeah, I went synced it.
Is it worth it?
It's worth going to see.
I liked it.
Okay.
Worth going to see.
Okay. But
so my first disagreement, with these whole ratings that they gave us, saying it got the lowest Marvel rating of all the of the series, along with like Ant-Man Quantumania and all of that stuff. First of all,
that sucks.
It got a lower percentage than Secret Invasion. That's how I know it's some bullshit.
Yeah.
Secret Invasion was ass.
It was a waste of time.
Yeah, and Captain America is not that. I was like, so I know people are tripping.
It's not Quantumania either.
It's definitely not Quantumania. So that's why I was like, I would not put that there. But what I will say is, in the Captain franchise of films, it is number 4. It is definitely number 4 in the franchise.
Okay.
It is not beating the first one. It's not beating Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier's probably.
I don't think anything is beating the first or Winter Soldier.
So, what I liked about it, Anthony Mackie let me know he could be a leading man.
Yep.
He definitely let me know that. Like that's Captain America now. And if they were to say he's the star of Avengers Secret Wars, I'm all for it. That man carried that movie. Honestly, all of them did. I will say all of them, acting wise, did a phenomenal job.
There wasn't a weak link in that.
There was no weak links. There were no weak links at all.
The guy who plays Isaiah Bradley, who's the voice of Martian Manhunter, like he's great in this movie. Falcon, the new Falcon, great,
incredible. He's like Blue Beetle, the dude that played Blue Beetle. Then they played their roles perfectly.
Young kid, just overzealous, dope. Harrison Ford freaking out, dope.
It's Harrison Ford, like what?
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm not gonna give the full movie away. I might, I don't know, but
try not to.
No, only because I'm gonna say the version I wanted to see. The only thing I will say, you know whose fault this is?
Cody's.
Oh God.
I don't know if he interrupted this timeline. What made this? Oh, shout out to Sage. Dang it, Sage D. Okay, we're gonna get to you, Sage D. Thank you. I appreciate that. We're gonna get to your question, Sage D. What I didn't like about it was that, and the people whose fault this is, it's y'all fault. It's y'all fault. It's the fault of those sensitive ass participation medal sweet generation motherfuckers who are out here today. Okay? Because everybody want to complain and cancel stuff, and because Disney don't want to lose no money, and don't want to be hitting with the boycott the film, they gotta pander to y'all to make a soft film. Because there were definitely a whole bunch of rewrites, and when I say y'all, I don't mean the people in this chat. So just to be clear, I don't mean y'all.
No,
But,
general public. GP.
Yeah, the GP. Because of that, there were so many rewrites, just like in the first Falcon and Winter Soldier series, it was so many rewrites that took everything away, because this was not a Captain America film. This was an Incredible Hulk sequel.
I can see that. You're right, because if you were invested from the Incredible Hulk till now, you got that payoff finally.
Yes. And that's what that was.
But I think more or less the movie was to sort of set up that future, right? The future that's been laid in front of Sam, and then to show that Sam's a leading character, like Anthony Mackie's that leading character, that he can carry that shield.
But can I give you a better plot?
I'm sure you can. I'm sure you will.
Bless you a little bit. God bless you just a little bit. And this also ties into wrestling. So the plot of the story. Also to stop showing trailers. I'm no longer gonna watch trailers now.
Well, I told you,
Trailers give everything away. I fucking hate the way they do trailers. Like whatever happened to like a trailer. Remember when they had Batman? When they did Batman with Heath Ledger as the Joker, and it was you just heard his damn laugh.
And it's just the card.
That's
card.
it.
That was it. Yeah, it definitely gave everything away, and I was pissed about that.
Because I'll watch the first trailer, the initial one, and I won't watch anymore. Like I said, we do reviews and reactions to them. I think we only do the first trailer of everything that we like, because anything after that, they're just showing us more and more of the film. And even the TV spots, I avoided those. Somehow I avoided Wolverine and Deadpool and Wolverine to the point where I saw maybe like the clip of a trailer a week before the movie came out. It took a lot to not watch it. And I feel like it's still going to take a lot to not watch things here, because you needed Red Hulk in the marketing. It would have been great if he wasn't. It would have been great if he wasn't.
If the way I'm finna pitch you this story.
But it's general public though too. It was like, people need to know,
but
Red Hulk's in this movie. We knew.
That's the problem. You don't stop pandering to this attention deficit audience. Like that's your problem. Like, yo,
it hurts.
Bring back going experience a movie in a movie theater. I don't need to fully convince you to go watch a movie. I'm giving you the small little points of like, hey, either you're gonna go see this movie or you not. Because just me seeing Captain fly by the big celestial thing, I was hooked. And even outside of that, let's take away Marvel. Nosferatu. Barely saw anything about that movie. Watched it because I was intrigued. Stop needing to be able to know every fucking thing that's happening for you to go see it, so you can judge it before it comes out. Bring back the enjoyment of the movie theater experience, and stop trying to see like, oh, I need to know everything to decide if I'm gonna go see this. Like, no, that's stupid. That's stupid and that's dumb. What's the point of making a movie? We got to tell you everything. Stop watching reality shows, because that's all the fuck that then got y'all warped with this crap. I don't need to know what's going on with the full movie. Just like Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts put out a trailer. I still don't know what the fuck going on with Thunderbolts. But guess what?
Good though, right? It's a good thing. I want to see it.
And I'm hooked. I'm going to see it. I was more excited about Thunderbolts than I was Captain.
But this has been going on for a while. Remember, I just think about moments that we could have gotten. like Spider-Man showing up in Civil War. If you were in the theater and didn't know that moment was going to
I'd
happen,
have lost my shit.
exactly, right? Or Black Panther showing up to the party, like that
Yeah.
would have been dope to see.
The fact it's a Civil War should have brought you in. Not that we need to know all the same thing with Deadpool and Wolverine. Why did y'all show X-23 before it started?
That hurt me,
Right.
man.
I'm like, yo, y'all took all the shit away.
Mhm.
Like the fact it's just Deadpool and Wolverine. Well, I'm sold.
Like,
Like,
I don't need to see everything in order for me to be sold on something. Like, I like to be it's called a fucking teaser trailer.
I feel like
For
there's
a reason.
Trailer. It's called a trailer.
I feel like there's
Not the
not
fucking movie. And then by the time people go see it in the movie theaters, like, it's shitty because they already saw most of it in the commercials, and then it's already out on the apps, like, to stream, ready to go.
Yeah.
Like,
And
I'd rather wait, you know.
And my biggest thing is, like, I'm trying to think of like our movie trailers back from the day. Remember the movie voice guy, like In a World, like all that, like he's narrating it through it.
In a
But at the same
world.
time, I was like, I don't know everything that happened in T2. You
Nope.
know what I mean? Like, I just saw Arnold with the gun. I was like, is he the good guy? He's a bad guy? I don't know.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sean Connery in Red October. And you're
That's
like,
it.
well, gotta go see it.
That's all you
Right.
need.
Arnold,
Well,
gotta go see it.
but now they put trailers together to a point where like they want to tell the story through that trailer. A quick snippet of here's the synopsis of this story. Superman, take that one for instance. Something beat his ass so much he went back to the Fortress of Solitude. And how great would it have been to see Crypto in that movie come and save him?
Yeah.
Instead of seeing it in the trailer.
Yep.
Mhm.
Or seeing Guy Garner, Hawk Girl. It's like, yo, like, why y'all showing me
Save something.
everything? Like, don't save me some stuff. It's like, no, we got some other stuff. No, you only got maybe 1 or 2 more things I'm gonna be surprised about. I did not need to see them just yet or how they play into this.
Yeah,
But-
marketing has taken a step back when it comes to pushing movies out because there's so many channels to push content to. It was like, hey, we need to cover every single thing that we can cover and
Gotta
build
cover-
up interest for this movie.
Yeah, got to cover social media. Got to keep this ADHD crowd in spec. We got to keep giving you trinkles. Oh, we're not making enough money. We're not sure if it's going to give the ticket sales that we need. So now we got to make sure people go see this and stuff. So to the point where now, and I don't know if these two coincide with each other, but I remember when if you wanted to see the movie before it came out, like it's supposed to come out Friday, the only time you can go see it
At midnight.
at midnight.
Yeah.
Now,
That-
I'm positive they changed that because of the whole shootings thing.
yeah, that was it.
That they changed that. So that's why I said the two might not coincide with each other. But the fact you start showing it Thursday, like Captain America,
I saw that 7 o'clock on Thursday.
I saw it at 2 p.m. on Thursday. What are we doing? What are we doing?
But think about it. That's more screens. That's that's a movie on the screen more times
Mhm.
than they have had before. That's a full
Never.
day almost of this movie running on multiple screens all the way up until the actual release date.
Deonne, I was in the IMAX theater and it was 12 of us. I counted how many people came in.
My
It was-
7 o'clock theater was packed.
But again, why you don't start them at 7?
True.
If we're gonna do it, you want to really fill it in. Exclusivity has always been the way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't like that they gave it away. But here was my thing to not give too much of it. The main plot should have been the subplot. Let me. You ready for the picture, Deonne? You ready for?
I know what you're talking. I feel like I know where you're going.
You ready for the picture? Adamantium should have been the forefront of this. And the Serpent Society should have been the main villain with my boy Jean, Carlo Esposito. And what they should have done was have them build with adamantium, try to develop Weapon 1. Just like how Wolverine is Weapon X, Weapon 1 is the first thing that they're doing with adamantium there. And they're making a suit like an Iron Man suit out of adamantium. And guess who's the first one they're gonna rock with it? Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins should have been in that movie still, and that's who they gave
They
it to.
cut him. They completely cut him.
Why did they cut him?
Because they changed the story. They rewrote everything.
Oh wow!
I'm saying when you watch it, you're gonna be like, you can tell where they rewrote stuff. And I would have had the leader create a serpent serum for Seth Rollins. It's a super soldier serum mixed with reptilian DNA to give to Seth Rollins. So that's the first introduction we have of him fighting Cap. And then Cap kind of gets his ass whooped, but also wounds Seth. That's why they need the adamantium Iron Man suit. We get the big fight at Celestial Island between all of them. And even maybe some adamantium robots. And then that's where we see Captain America, Falcon shine, the other chick, and the Americans and the countries coming together. The subplot this whole time, though, is the leader has been doing what he's doing for Red Hulk. Red Hulk busts out, and you have a fight with him at Celestial Island, and then he jumps and disappears, but now it's worldwide. And the leader is telling Cap, he said, you thought them were the main thing? He's like, you obviously don't play chess. I've been holding my rook this whole time. And that's when the Red Hulk comes out. And then now disappears. We don't know where he's at, but it's now all over the news that the president is the Red Hulk. And then the leader takes over the White House and storms the White House with the mind control devices. And then when he gets there, he stops the leader. That's when you had that other Red Hulk fight. So now we got two Red Hulk fights instead of the one that we got. And then that's how you start off the Brave New World.
I like it.
Just saying. I'm just saying.
Because wasn't like the leader's like thing was to try to, I feel like this was in the cartoons more than the comic books probably, where he was creating like these abomination sort of Hulks. Like they weren't like they were gray, or they may have been in the cartoon, the 90s cartoon, where he was always trying to recreate a Hulk, but they were always turning out to be like not that smart or just looking terrible. But
they weren't able enough for him to defeat the Hulk, because I think he did it to his cousin, and that's how he became Gray Hulk.
Yeah, so stuff like that. I mean, I agree. It did the movie. It turned into what it turned into. It should have been. Yeah, damn. You might. Yeah.
Well, you look at it like that. Now the focus is on Cap, and not the other way around. It's not Cap involved in the story. The story is now about Cap.
I think he's gonna, even if did the TV series take care of that though for Cap, for Anthony Mackie's, Sam Wilson's Captain America? No,
because they had to change that because of COVID. The original villain had to be taken out because of it. It was supposed to be an airborne virus that went out, not the super soldier serum. That was the subplot. And because COVID hit, they didn't.
Because COVID, there was
So that little chick that he kept chasing and stuff like that was supposed to be like the undertone of it. That wasn't supposed to be the main plot.
That's what happened to stuff. They cut him there. Roman made a call.
Well, I give him that as the director of technology. It's a tribal chief. But look, you ready for the Easter egg?
Everywhere.
Take him out.
But you ready for the Easter egg though that I had for it? So after all that happens, we go back. We see the new president. And I ain't even gonna say who the new president is. We can just give it to him else. And we're like, look, your 3 o'clock appointment is ready for you. Thank you. Please send him in. Lady walks down the hallway and it says, look, he'll see you now. Comes in, all it shows is his name, Colonel Stryker, and it goes off.
Oh shit. William Stryker.
Yeah.
Tell me that wouldn't have made Captain America Brave New World even better.
I feel like it would have.
But it's not. But again, as I said, I do not think it's an awful movie. I think it's a solid movie. I think you will still enjoy it. I think you will still get what you need from it. We get answers, questions that we needed answered.
For years now, for decades now.
Yeah. But again, I think this whole pandering and trying to play it safe so we don't offend people, like we gotta find a middle ground for this now. We gotta find.
What were you thinking? What would people be offended of?
You remember the short chick?
Yeah.
You know, she's basically the Captain America of Israel. The character she was playing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah.
So they had those tie-ins, and so pretty much she was supposed to be helping defend the adamantium thing in the original story for Israel, and so
so that feels like that's that part of the movie that doesn't fully connect, doesn't it? Oh, you're right.
Thank you, King. Thank you, King.
But no, I really wish, like, even if you just take what they gave us now and they put out a trailer, and the last image of the trailer is like Harrison Ford's eyes turning red. Like even taking it to that, just don't show him all to me.
Because we know who Thunderbolt Ross is. We know what he's gonna turn into.
We've been waiting for this for 15 years.
Yeah, like the scene where he was like this and he started doing this and his eyes went red. Just give me that.
Yeah, you didn't have to show it all to me, but
give me the roar. I'll take the roar.
Yeah, the trailers need to get more clever in not showing us.
Sometimes less is more, guys.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
But they just wanted us to be able to go, we got the Red Hulk, so you got to see it. It's like,
it works in marketing too, man. Like, they got to sell this movie and everything else that comes along with it. Man, it's like Henry Cavill for Superman, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was in the marketing for Justice League. I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense because he died in his last one. And you just ruined that whole thing.
Well, that whole movie was problematic.
Exactly, but I'm just saying from a standard like storytelling, don't tell me he's going to be back in it.
But they had already knew, like, they kind of knew that movie was going to fail just because of what happened with Zack Snyder, and then having to bring in like Josh Whedon to finish the film and stuff like that. Like,
it was doomed.
It was doomed. Yeah, that was it. It was doomed from the start.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely don't feel that way about Captain America. Like, I don't. Whoever's like shitting on it and saying it's like one of the worst films, I'm definitely not agreeing.
No, I'm more excited for the future of it. I think that's where I am because the task he's been given, he is Captain America now. People are calling him Cap. They don't call him Sam. They call him Cap.
Right.
Yep.
That and I think I said this on the review too. It was like a little personal for me because I'm sitting here at the age that I am that night with a Captain America shirt on, going to see Sam Wilson on a big screen be Captain America. Never in my lifetime would I have thought.
I will say I was hating a little bit.
Because
I had to catch myself at first. I was like, this nigga's slow. Like, slow fight scenes. But then I had to think about it. Oh, yeah, I forgot. He's not a super
soldier.
He's just a regular guy. Then when I caught myself, I'm like, oh, no, he throwing hands then. He throwing hands.
Exactly. So,
he's throwing hands.
I think the fact that I get to see him on the big screen as that, instead of the Falcon I got back there and the red wings and the white, and like that guy's never going to get a solo movie. That's what you think.
Yeah.
But now he's Captain America. That's dope, man. That's
Yeah.
Never in my life I thought I'd see that on a big screen.
Yeah, no, that was.
So I think it's more like an appreciation thing for me, and knowing that they gave him the baton to run with it after this too.
Yeah,
and the show, like a few of the folks in there also agree with it. Like, don't nobody like disagree with the choice that the technically the second captain made, because again, even like identifying like Isaiah Bradley in there and giving him his respect. Like, I was like, because there's one part in there when I was just like, oh wow, they really said it.
You know what I want?
They really said it. That touched me right there when I was like,
I want a mini series of Isaiah Bradley.
I was like, yo, that's what we gotta get, bro.
Season.
Give me one.
One season of his story being the first Captain America, and then the test that they're doing on him. Give me a mini series. You don't have to give me 2 seasons. Mini series.
One season. And I just want to see him go up against Winter Soldier.
I'm not greedy, honey.
No, I'm not either. I'm not greedy. But I still got a lot left in the tank. But I'm not greedy. She was like,
only last year. That was only last year, I guess.
She's like, listen,
here we go.
I'm letting my herbals calm me down. I'm just gonna let my.
Nah, yeah, y'all got more than enough out of me with that one has to go bullshit. So.
Oh,
at least your people didn't turn on you, honey.
Don't forget, mine's next week. That's all I know.
At least your people didn't turn on you this week, honey.
I mean, you the one chose Coffee Mania twice. twice.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I thought you was at least gonna say maybe Sean and Triple H can go. That man said, "Nah."
I am a woman of my word. I'm not taking Sean out for nothing.
She got rid of Brett, and that's a lot. That's a lot. So
Like I said, ever since I was a child, there was always a toss up between those two. They were both very
Right
much
at the
my
hip.
favorites, but after a while, it was just it had Sean and Sean is Sean. Brett is Brett. Sean is Sean.
anything else y'all want to talk about before we get out of here and set up for the next one? Because I think it's 6:30 ish, like she said, for y'all, and she gonna because she gotta interview them first, and then we'll go in.
Okay, 6:30. Okay, I don't know why.
Yes.
I was thinking 9 for some reason.
No, that's what I thought too. I thought she
Okay.
was saying, hold on, let me make sure, because I thought she was saying 6 p.m. our time, but she said, wait. No, never mind. It is 6 p.m. Yo, no, I'm sorry, PT. No, you're right. 6
Oh,
p.m.
so it is 9 for us.
So it's
Right.
9 my time.
Yeah, so we got plenty of time.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
But I do still want to get the call sheet to her in time just to get everything ready. Because
course.
for those that are watching, like, you know, we enjoy wrestling. We definitely enjoy coming together to make this podcast together. So we want to definitely start bringing in like special guests, people to be able to like not only just kind of like throw a couple of interview questions in, but get them to be just as mad as honey when one has to go. Matter of fact, I'm probably
We should do that.
we're definitely gonna do that for this.
We're gonna do what?
It's gonna be Brett one time, Sean rest of them. Just Shawn Michaels.
See, he did that. You see Dion.
It's okay. It's okay, guys. It's okay.
He's
Just know my one has to go is next.
Essentially,
That's all
anything
I'm
we
gonna
love,
say.
Will, we're gonna have to pick against.
She gonna make the graphic herself. No, I got all of it.
I got it.
Let me send it to you.
I definitely got it.
Send it to you Friday evening.
I got you both. I got you.
She's saying, say nothing. Say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, and you going first.
Yeah.
And I'm putting you on a timer. We're like, no decisions. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. go.
Real quick.
Yep. All of that. Quick flash, hot seat, motherfuckers. Wait, nothing.
Let me catch
Wait,
my breath
nothing.
first. Let me catch my breath first.
Wait, nothing.
Oh man. So was y'all Valentine's Day what y'all needed it to be?
Yeah, it was great. It was chill. It was definitely what I needed to be. It turned out that I was on call. They didn't need me, but you know, I was like, I guess we make some plans. And
Let's talk about how you close out a whole restaurant for Valentine's
I
Day.
didn't close
saw the
out a whole
picture.
restaurant.
Nobody else
You saw it too, right?
I didn't see no shadows behind her.
No shadows.
It
Nobody.
was good lighting at the bar.
No shadows, no silhouettes, no nothing.
Right. It don't even look like you're at a bar. It looked like you're at a table. Like,
Well, we weren't even at a table. We were at a bar, like a place very nearby, and we had never been there. And it actually turned out Pat, you knew somebody there who was actually the manager, and ended up buying us our round of drinks.
you hear that,
It
Deon?
was very sweet.
You hear that? You hear that, right? So what I heard was they went to a bar and then turned the bar into a restaurant to sit at a table that didn't even have tables. They just
No, it had tables.
and then not only that, they know the owner.
Yeah, they shut down the whole one just for them. Whole restaurant.
Just for them. And then
No, that
You didn't have to pay.
was for Matt's birthday. That Patchy's birthday, actually. Yeah.
honey, it's like we are not
understand.
here.
We understand you, honey. We know this.
We
know
are
about that.
know. We know. The honey pot is full of that cash. You know what I'm saying? She's like, it was just a small one, just a small little bar across the street. Turned to find out it was Nobu.
It was not Nobu. It was totally not Nobu. We kept it local.
I mean,
Yeah,
Nobu's in your city. That's local.
No, it's in my city, but I'm in the tri-state area, but I'm in Jersey.
That's
Even though Nobu's not far, it's a train ride away or a drive away. But still, I'm just saying.
Local is like the little mom and pop shop down the street right there, man, for restaurant.
But you say mom and pop shop, not local. You go, mom. We went to a little
This
mom
is
and
true.
pop. With our little hole in the wall. We went to a little hole in the wall.
Yes.
I mean, some of those little holes in the walls be like the best food ever, man.
They really do. They really do. We have a couple of holes in the walls out here, and we found a new one last night. They had some really good stuff that we had.
Again, I don't know if Nobu is hole in the wall, but okay.
Nobu's not hole in the wall, and we weren't at Nobu.
If that's what you're calling it. If that's what y'all calling it. Okay. We understand. Hey, look, listen. Both y'all deserve it. So no one's knocking. Y'all deserve it. Okay. Yes. Honey, more bucks. Yes. Yes, Sage.
It's a good name.
Wait, Sage, you got a question too.
That's actually a fire ass name.
I got a question. I realized that throughout the podcast that WWE loves who
done it storyline.
Storylines. Thank you. So my question: what is your favorite who done it? Mine is the Austin with the car. I think that's the biggest one.
Nah.
Who done it?
That was not who done it. That was a
That was a whodunit. That
whodunit.
definitely was a whodunit because
Yeah.
Mick Foley was interrogating everybody. He was commissioner.
I was thinking about the greater power too.
That's exactly what I was thinking of. The higher power.
Oh, yeah.
It's me, Austin.
Ah, son of a bitch.
It's me. It was me all along. So good. I think another whodunit was who attacked Shawn Michaels, and it ended up being Triple H.
Oh, that was a good one.
That was so good because it ended up reviving Shawn Michaels' career. He had just returned, and we never thought we'd see him wrestle again.
They cleared that footage, that security footage.
The original
Triple H is in the
comeback
ring.
story. Yeah,
Triple H is
man.
in the ring smiling or laughing about what he
And
did.
Shawn's face is bruised. He's like, "It was you, Hunter," and like,
Good.
oh, and he's like, "I got to show my son that sometimes you have to be a man." And I was just like, you know what, Shawn, go the fuck off. Go off, Shawn. But maybe what about
you know what's mine? The when it was the stalker thing with the Undertaker when they was
and it was DDP.
Oh, I hated that one so much.
One of my favorites. That's my favorite.
I hated that because it was DDP.
When that mask came off, that crowd went ballistic.
Yeah.
I love DDP, man.
All right
in WCW. I did not like that story.
Does this count as a whodunit? I mean, not so much as a whodunit, but who is it? Kind of whodunit, like the countdown, the Millennium Countdown.
That was definitely. I think that was a great
debut.
Sort
of like teaser debut. Yeah, like it's more like
like who's
arrival.
behind the curtain, like who done it, like who's the reason behind.
Because it was like everybody was kind of like no one knew what it was.
If we think about like just who done it, who was behind GTV? Anybody remember that?
Yeah,
it was during the Attitude Era. They show like the security footage in between matches of the backstage or whatever. We never found out who was behind GTV. I don't even know what the GTV stood for, but that just went away. Even the Raw general manager was a thing, right?
The Raw general manager.
Your favorite guy, honey, who attacked Aleister Black when he was in NXT.
Oh, hell yeah. Nikki's got a secret. Oh my God.
Nikki's got a secret.
Good times, man. Good fucking times.
That was a good one.
Oh, that was one of the reasons that damn parking lot. Damn parking lot in NXT.
Damn parking lot.
They got that in 2K25 this year. Like the NXT parking lot is essentially the back.
Man, listen, 2K25 is not playing with us this year.
The only ones who have technically survived the parking lot is Jada Parker.
Yep. She be living there.
And Stephanie Vicaire.
she be living there. Like Jada Parker
be back there waiting with a bat, ready to swing, like just waiting for you. I'll meet you outside. And then Stephanie Vicaire just walking through like I wish a bitch would.
I come to work with a bat in my hand, man, in the parking lot.
Working.
Yeah, but don't 2K25 comes out what, like March?
March.
Yeah.
9th. No,
That's
7th.
early. I feel like
I
that's
can't wait.
It is. Normally it came in like after WrestleMania.
Yo, that island mode reveal. I thought of y'all when I saw it. I'm like, oh my god, these mofos are gonna have a field day with this shit.
if
Yeah.
it's like 2K or NBA 2K.
Yeah, it's just
my
yeah.
city, it looks wild.
So crazy.
I cannot wait because especially since we get to play together with stuff now, so it's not like just the online. Like we got to connect and then we could just have one match. Like we can all be in there. Like I can see Deonne, I can see your character, you can see my character. We can go walk to like Rey Mysterio's joint and wrestle there.
It's wild.
It's so
That
wild.
thing's
That's
wild.
pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, that's the majority of my gaming streams. I'm definitely gonna be on.
They're
that.
not holding back this year. I think they got the fun back into it. When you look at the backstage stuff, you're like, okay, they wanted to be a simulation for so long where like wrestling can't be, a video game can't be a simulation, man. Not for wrestling.
And I think this would be the most I ever spent on one video game.
Shoot, what's their Bloodline edition going for? Like 100?
Like 150.
150?
I mean, well, like 140, like with tax, you gotta consider the tax too. So like 140, 150, something like
usually
that.
this is the only game like I'll buy
because you get everything.
Exactly. That's the only reason.
My only thing is it's gonna release all that anyway. That's why I'm kind of like.
But it's good to just have it, and then once they release it,
you don't gotta worry about it.
Boom, it's on your PlayStation, man.
You just fucking because you're gonna get it anyway. So just get it.
It's 129 for the Bloodline edition. 129.
That's what I was taxed, right?
Expensive one, right?
Yeah. But see, the only thing I don't like about this is that I don't like buying that digitally because I feel like, and something my homegirl Larkseen brought up, and she had a very good point. Like when you used to buy those hard copy, it came with so much stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you had like a different case, you had the manual, you had like this, like customary thing that they'll give you inside of it that you can't get nowhere else.
UK used to get like lockers out with
and it's like now I'm paying almost $130 just for a digital version to maybe have some more V-Bucks or whatever they call them, and to be able to play it just a little bit early. And then for me, I'm not even gonna get to do that anyway because I'm gonna be gone. I'm gonna be out the country during that time. So it's like, why am I buying it and I'm not even going to get to experience it early until I get back?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just like, I don't get me wrong. Like my tribal chief is worth $130.
Like, is there anything else to be said?
Yeah, because that one's going to be good. This year's going to be really, really good. But usually on like PlayStation Store, there's summer deals and there's spring. Like those deals are ridiculous on those for those games, like 75% off.
Wow.
Like I bought like 5 games for like $50.
Yeah. It just popped up on my phone.
Oh, the Triple H was an asshole, man.
This is in reference to it was you, Bianca.
I mean, hey, they ain't not saying the truth. Also, too, does this count as a whodunit? Vince's illegitimate son?
Hell yes. Hornswoggle and shit. What?
Yo, man, I ain't gonna lie. I loved that storyline.
I
loved it because you know why? Because I know something happened with Mr. Kennedy during that time, and so again they had to pivot, and so it was like, okay, we got to pivot. So you know what? Let's just go far left. Hornswoggle.
Wow, they went there.
That was so stupid.
They went there. It was hilarious.
So stupid.
That was hilarious. I wish they'd have kept going with it. Like Hornswoggle be his assistant in his office and stuff like that. I'd have loved it. I would have loved that. But that's just
Shane had left by then, didn't he? Was Shane gone by then?
Yeah.
Because that would have been really good to have Shane there.
Yeah.
With his brother Hornswoggle. That would have been funny.
Yeah, because this was when because this is around the time Triple H was with DX again, him and Shawn. Because that's when he had the real slick back long hair that time. And so he kept tucking it behind the ears during that time.
Shane O'Mac, man. Vince made God Shawn Michaels' tag team partner. That was still an unbelievable storyline. It was Vince and Shane versus Shawn Michaels and Guy. I don't remember where that pay-per-view was, but that was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I think
So strange.
I think he even went to a church and spit out holy water like Triple H did, Vince did. So
Yo, my
it's a diabolical human being, man.
yeah,
This
nah,
was
that ain't even
a menace, bro.
mine. Every time they bring up Black History Month, what up, G? I'm like, but why you got the do rag on though? Like,
Do-rag
I don't even want to talk
do-rag
about
Vince was
I don't-
wild.
I don't want to talk about do-rag Vince. I fucking couldn't. I can't.
What's up, Holmes?
No. Absolutely not.
But you know what? But you know what's funny though? That is the double-edged sword of his genius. Because
yeah.
we know there's someone out there at a company doing that. And we know that's true. Like there's somebody always like, what's going on, my G? Like, yo, can you shake my hand like you just did Ralph before you walked up here? Like, we ain't gotta slap skins. Like, bro, just shake my hand. What's up? But it's just like that's the thing. It's just like, do you do it or do you not do it? But Vince was so convinced of I'm not doing that, the character's doing that. And it's like, shit.
He made it crystal clear at times.
Yeah. And what's crazy is what would really change this about us if he didn't use his real name. If he'd have called himself something else, I don't think we would have been able to divide that line a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
But because it's you supposedly playing you as a character, it's like, where do you start and where does that character end?
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, I hated it.
Every time I was like, where you get a pink do-rag from?
Fucking
And
terrible.
who keeps telling you to put your ear in the do-rag? That's not like, who put the do-rag on for you? That's the person I'm upset with. That's who I'm upset with.
And he had like that egg head too. Like
He did.
it looked like the shape of an egg. Like, you know, like the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way their heads look like or like Fifth Element. Like, I don't know. It just
Dr. Cooper, stay.
Yeah.
I can't see it.
Yeah.
I can't even see that.
That's what I think, man. That was just awful. I hated that. I hated do-rag Vince.
Yeah, do-rag Vince was probably.
I'd rather hire Power Vince than anything.
Yeah. King might call ears in the do-rag is diabolical. I'd have taken high
Ears
power.
in the do-rag is just wrong.
Had it been done right, like, yo, like, who put your do-rag on? Because like that, and then the fact the space at the top right here, it's like, dog. Like, I know there's somebody that can teach you how to put this on right. You got the cape dripping and stuff. I'm like, but there's so many other elements that's wrong that don't complete it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just everything.
Didn't they match his shirt?
It's all wrong.
Yeah, he always had matching do-rags. I don't know, he had a whole pink suit on with the pink do-rag.
God, I can't.
And I'm like,
you don't even have to describe it, and I see it, and I hate it.
You know what's funny though? Man, this is fucked up to say, but it's true. That Vince made us okay with John Cena rapping. He was like, you know what? We're not as bad as we used to be at John Cena no more about that. You know what? Go ahead and do your rap. Go ahead and rap. Do your rap.
And get a platinum album out of it.
Go ahead, exactly. It's like, go ahead and do your stuff. We not mad. We know you not culture appropriate no more. That, you know what? Yeah, you do your thing. We now then saw what it means when y'all doing that.
Mm-hmm. Funny little note, real quick, and I guess I don't know how me and my wife got to this subject, but I had never shown her The Godfather before. And I showed her, like, you don't need to see anything, we just get to see his entrance. And watching my wife watch The Godfather's entrance was the most hilarious thing I've ever seen last weekend. Because she was like, how is this? She was laughing through, but it's like, how is this or was this a thing? Like, I told her, like, when he comes out, they gonna boo him. But
That
then you
age
just wait,
demographic.
I was like, you just wait what happens when they start booing him.
Did you show the Godfather when he came back at the Royal Rumble?
No, I didn't. I showed her one from like 99, I think, where he.
You should have showed her that one.
I don't remember the Royal Rumble one.
Nah, because that's when he.
I was gonna say you should have showed her the one where he went up to Taker.
Mm-hmm. Nah, the one when he come back. This one he was legit. He had like so. You showed her the right one, but this one he was legit, and it wasn't hoes no more. They were an escort service.
Oh,
but he had like 20 of them out there, and he came out with them. He came out with like 4 of them. He was like, and he ran to the back, brought out more of them. He was like,
oh, I do remember that.
Dude, more. You want to talk about like I laughed through the whole thing because Godfather is one of my favorite like characters ever. Should not have been watching that as a child.
Not at all as a child.
No way in the world. Should not have been going word for word for him, through his promos.
Like, I grew up around that stuff. So that's why that was very just like, yep, that is how that goes.
And then I was telling like he makes the offer and like Godfather might wrestle one time a month on TV.
Yep,
because he had 3 people take the offer.
Yep.
And then if you didn't see him in the ring, he was with APA playing cards.
Basically.
That was real. That was legit because they all hung out with each other.
Or just turn the camera on and let him go.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I was like, yo.
What a time, man. There's no way that could.
Yeah, man. We couldn't get away with that.
It lives where it lives, man. It lives where it lives at this moment.
But hey, we wouldn't have got Lita if it wasn't for Godfather.
Was she part of the train?
She was a part of the train
before S.A. Rios. Why the hell do I remember S.A. Rios?
Let me tell you something. If we ever start talking about Sunday Night Heat, and
that was S.A. Rios show, boy.
Rios right there.
No,
S.A. Rios was the king of Sunday Night Heat.
That was his time.
Oh,
oh no, here we go again.
Rios was killing on Sunday Night Heat.
We can't get you on Monday, but Sunday night we got you.
Word.
That boy stayed on Sunday Night Heat.
He did. He really did.
That's so true, though. It's not even untrue.
Oh god, how did Lita even get with the Hardys? Then I don't remember this.
I think S.A. Rios either got hurt or his contract was done, and then she still was signed with them. So then they moved her to.
So they just packaged them with the Hardys.
Started calling them Team Extreme.
Team Extreme.
Okay, because I didn't remember how they became a team.
Yeah, it's just
just like how a lot of people can't remember how Terry Runnels became Hardy Boy's manager at one point.
They won the ladder match. I remember that one. They won the ladder match, got the 10 grand, and Terry.
Yep.
Didn't work though.
Didn't Edge and Christian get Terry at one point too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the Dudleys too at one point.
They got
yes, they did. That's right.
Yeah, they got Stacy Keibler.
Man,
Keibler was the best.
Stacy Keibler had me in a chokehold. I was
she had the world in a chokehold.
I was like, Mom, I think I'm finna walk down the dairy aisle. She's like, no, you're not.
And it was at that moment where I was like, I got to give my kids a chance.
So I got to start climbing trees. That's why I got to get ready. Let me get my gear.
Out here with my Indiana Jones whip just off limbs and stuff.
Got my Batman shooter. Let's go.
Oh, it's in my face. I can't feel my face.
Yo, if you saw Honey's eyes when she took her chance.
Because y'all made me laugh. Well, I was inhaling and it my face.
Yeah,
it's burning right here so bad.
I'm sorry. Oh man.
No, it's okay because it's true. I feel
Stacy Keibler, man. Whew. Like,
Oh,
shit,
shit.
that woman's still fine to this day.
To this
To
day.
this, to this day.
To this day.
I know some of them. The milk did not age well. Just because of cosmetic surgery.
Trish aged very well.
Yes, she did. Some did not. Just because it. And you know what? That's the sad part too. And that's the one thing I say I don't like about like entertainment wise, because like just looking at some of like the women we had in WWE and just like what you feel like you had to do to yourself to stay up. Because I was like, what her name? Candice Michelle. I was like, yo, Candice Michelle is gorgeous. Outside of,
King Michael.
Mhm.
What do you mean she had nothing? She had legs. And she knew how to
use them. There it is, honey. That's the theme song.
Just had to clarify that real quick. Sorry.
King Mike Hall, bro. Them legs is legendary.
Legs are legendary. Legs.
Wait, didn't they make a statue of her legs? Like, didn't
Yes.
they make like a
Yes.
bust of her legs?
Yes. Like her, and they were, and I think she had like they were insured. Like she had like
Oh, they had to.
King Mike Hall, at this point, I just feel like you be trolling us on some of these. What do you like? Because I remember he said he don't like yams and Max touching. I'm like, what do you like?
No hips, no booty, no bust. I'm cool.
Look, here's my thing. And I'm gonna say this. As I've gotten older, I have learned to appreciate those who don't have a robust set of assets. Okay. I'm gonna just say that. I used to be the same way. I'm just like, yo, I can't date a girl that ain't got that ass. But I'm like, now we know though, it's sections. You can have a butt, you can have
levels.
Yeah, you can have ass, or you can have that thing. And that thing be thing. As the older I got, I was like, hey man, look, I will treat certain other things if she got a booty. Like, ain't nothing wrong with a booty. A lot of women got just booty, but it be a nice looking booty. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta respect the booty.
You gotta respect the little booties to the big booties. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've just grown to fondness for more of that instead of limiting my expectations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, ain't nothing wrong with the itty bitty titty committee. Hey, you can have mine. Like baby, hey, look, you don't know what you feel like. Here you go. Boom. Here you go. I'm not tripping no more.
Yeah, Deonne.
Because she may have other qualities that I need. And besides, King Mike Hall, I don't know if you ain't never had this experience, but if you ain't never had a girl with long legs, just put her leg right here. Not no thing about to have sex, but just like it come right here, and this just the leg right here. It's something about that. I'm just letting you know. If you ain't never had that experience, King Mike Hall.
King Michael, you see what you did?
You are depriving yourself. And Deonne know what I'm talking about. He just don't want to say it out loud because he at home. But he know what I'm talking about. That long leg come up, you looking at that shit like a theme, like a roller coaster ride. Dude. Like, yo, I'm just at her calf muscle. Normally you'd be by the I'm just at her calf muscle. Houston, we ready for lunch.
Hey, we gotta get out of here. I got a grocery pickup at 4.
Count us down, yes. That is our roll call of shooting the ish. Get up out of here.
Yeah, we need to get the fuck up out of here.
Yes, because honey's over there dying, and I also need to eat. So yes, thank y'all for joining us. Hope y'all had a wonderful time on the Kayfabe Podcast. Like I said, we got a lot for y'all to look forward to. So we just growing and we getting bigger and bigger. And we'll be back with the clips and everything like that and posting on social. That's more on my end, not Deonne. Deonne has been doing an incredible job making the clips. I just been under the weather and got a chance to get everything.
Give me a little time to make some more.
Yeah, we'll be back and kicking on it this week. So appreciate y'all tapping in with us. We will catch y'all next week again, Saturdays, 9 a.m. on the West Coast, 12 p.m. on the East Coast. So enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday. Hopefully, maybe we'll have an NXT post show. We'll keep y'all updated though. So, but until then, enjoy y'all weekend. Stay safe out there. Take your vitamins, drink plenty of fluids, and don't piss off your tag team partners or your spouse.
Happy Black History Month.